Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Initiative Order, and welcome to our series finale of the Gaia Complex. Before we dive back into today's game, let's go ahead and go around and meet our hired guns once more. Let's start off with Miguel tonight.
Oh, hey everybody, I'm Miguel. My pronouns are he, they. Tonight I will be playing Nacho. He is, tech trader with a heart of gold and maybe more guns on his person than he should have. Also bleeding. I'm bleeding right now.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. If you're not bleeding, you're doing it wrong. Let's throw it over to Margaret next.
Hey everybody, I'm Margaret Krohn. You can find me at Margaret Krohn in all places. Today I will be playing Sable, your friendly paranoid granny handler with their pet tiger Slice, an army of drones, and neighborhood cat friends who she melds with. And I like her, she, they.
Excellent. Let's throw up to Brice.
Hello, I'm Brice. I am playing Glitch, the operator of the group.
Excellent. We'll throw it over to Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I'm playing Goose, the mech. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Goose.
Goose.
Oh, God.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Aislinn.
Hi, I'm Aislinn. You can find me at Dollar Store DM on all the things. And I am going to be playing Dr. Andromeda, or Andy Sky, who is making sure that they all stop bleeding.
We'll see. As for myself, I am Nate Ridenauer, your game master for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. And with that, let's go ahead and dive back into our story. So just a quick overall recap for those who may not have seen our previous adventures. Our group of hired guns were given a job by an individual by the name of Boneface, this club operator living fast and hard here in New London. You were all hired to investigate a warehouse where you found a shipping container, and in this container you found a crate of pills as well as a crate of what appeared to be SIM cards. You took these items back to Boneface, kind of giving him a couple of SIMs to check out while you all investigated the pills yourselves. One prominent name that you pulled off the SIM cards was that of Dr. Ember Scorch, one of the more notable synthetic blood creators of this area. Boneface instructed you to track her down, see what kind of information you could pull. In the meantime, you were all also studying the pills on your own accord, eventually figuring out that one is kind of a bit of a hyperactive steroid known as battery acid. The other one is some kind of synthetic blood pill. Taking this information, Andy, you went and met up with our good friend Dr. Ember Scorch in her laboratory, where you saw she had been experimenting on one of the large vampire species of this world called the Norl. She then told you that she was trying to effectively find a cure for these creatures. During this time, your friends were kind of outside surveying the area, eventually causing an alarm to go off in the building, causing Gaia's law enforcement to kind of pour into your area. Luckily, you were all able to escape the lab and make your way back to Andy's clinic, where Andy, you were in the middle of treating an individual you had found, whose vehicle you essentially stole.
Found, kidnapped, assaulted.
Upon returning to the lab, this individual woke up on your table. Eventually, you realized he was hooked on the battery acid, and he had the same tattoos that you would come across of a human skull with vampire fangs. This individual broke free, attempted to murder you all. Luckily, you were all able to take him down, fake your own deaths, and upon kind of sifting through his phone, you found that you were on a long list of targets with just a full list of names. A lot of these targets being individuals who you have all had contact with, even if it was incredibly brief. Their names have popped up on this kill list. From there, you then informed Boneface of what you had found. You even sent him the phone via one of Sable's drones over to his club. so he is now in possession of this phone. From there, you all hopped into Diesel's car and headed for the outer zones to kind of lay low and start planning out your next steps, where you are all currently located at. As it stands, Sable has currently melded into her tired companion Slice and is currently catching a ride with Boneface in his vehicle as they are cruising down the streets in the middle of the night. Boneface drinking a little bit of some kind of clear liquid out of a bottle, chucking it out the window as he's kind of scritching Slice as he's driving, leaving you with the words that I've got some friends I think you'll like. And he continues cruising on down the street. Sable, as you're looking through the eyes of Slice and just kind of taking in the beautiful nightscape and the glowing neon lights of the buildings, Boneface just kind of swaying back and forth to the music blasting through his car, you start to realize he's not heading towards your location. Instead, as he's driving, you start looking at some of the surroundings, and you start to realize he's heading towards the warehouses.
Warehouses that we went to previously?
Correct.
Is there anything else that stands out that is in the vehicle?
Give me a perception check, if you would. Or an awareness check, I apologize.
Awareness. Look at my number. All right. This is something I'm supposed to be skilled at. We'll see how that goes for me. Ooh. I got 1 crit and a 6, which I believe is a success. Yes.
Okay. Excellent. As you're kind of looking around the car and kind of sniffing through to see if anything at all stands out, as you're kind of sniffing through, you definitely get a strong hit off of his glove box of it smells like very good weed and vodka. As you're kind of looking for any type of signs of that same symbol that you've been seeing, or any type of signs that he have maybe something hiding within his vehicle, you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Also, I forgot. I'm looking at Slice's skills, but still would have been a success.
No worries.
All right. I will stay keeping an eye on it for now, and I may come back and relay information once I have a little bit more details, because I don't know why he's going that direction yet.
Sure. No worries.
Yeah.
So back over at the southern zone, you were currently looking at 2 different apartment buildings. With your infrared vision, you were able to see that one of the apartment buildings has some activity going on. Not super crowded, looks to be just some citizens going about their daily lives and activities. The second apartment building appeared to be more vacant. As you all arrive, Nacho, you are very much bloodied and beaten, bleeding out fairly decently, as you had all taken quite a few hits back at Goose's garage. As you all arrive to the scene, Sable, currently eyes rolled to the back of the head, her body almost a bit lifeless but still breathing. You're all very much aware that she has melded with Slice at this point. The actions are the groups. What would you all like to do?
Andy's going to prioritize getting Nacho not bleeding.
So is Nacho.
Sure.
But probably just by putting pressure down, looking like this is like my 4th favorite shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my paramed kit, because I did 1 use on you to start, just to get it like a little more chill. So I'll expend another use, since you still seem to be not in a good way.
Not at my best.
Cool. You are not bleeding. And you gain another 3 endurance.
Oh.
Excellent. So
Okay.
with the
Yeah, so I've given you back 4 or 6 total.
Excellent, slowing the bleeding on Nacho. Still stings quite a bit, but you're doing better. You're doing better. Goose and Glitch, anything from the 2 of you?
What was our plan? Goose doesn't remember, and neither does Alex.
I think we
Fitting.
needed to get a new safe house, so that's why we
Yes.
came out here. And I think we're just waiting to hear back from Boneface. Basically, he's gonna come out and meet us out here. If I recall that conversation, that's exactly how that went. As we told him to come out, and he was like, "Yep, be right there." So in the meantime, I guess we just look after Nacho. You know what? I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna take a look around this apartment building. Make sure I understand the layout of everything. Check all the windows. Look for potential places of fortification should we need it, and or like good places to head off an attack if we need to like defend our location. So I'll just be like scoping our new area to make sure I know like strategically the lay of the land.
Excellent.
I'll accompany.
Okay, perfect. You and Goose kind of taking some time to get the lay of the area. Go ahead and give me a strategy check if you would, Glitch.
Yeah, I'm trained in this. It's one of my better abilities. Oh shit though, I got one natural 12, but the other one's a success.
Okay.
So I'm okay still, right?
Yeah, you're all right as long
Okay,
as
cool.
you're skilled in it. You
Cool.
are okay for right now. As you're kind of taking in, you can see that overall there's probably about 11 or so civilians kind of occupying one of the buildings. As you all kind of approach, they don't seem to be paying much mind to you. They kind of shoot you a couple weird looks and then just kind of go back to their business. Looking at the more vacant building, this one's definitely worse for wear compared to the other building. Definitely a bit more dilapidated. As you kind of enter in, you can see that a lot of the upper floors are entirely inaccessible from cave-ins and from the staircases just collapsing in on themselves. The first floor, while there's definitely a bunch of rubble to it, there's a little cleared out area where you could definitely kind of lay down and nestle in if you need to. A lot of the building, or a lot of the windows on this first floor were glass at one point, appear to be completely blown out and shattered. So from what you're looking at, you could probably guess that there are probably 3 windows that people could potentially get a shot through from the outside, and there's only one entrance and exit to this building.
Okay. Goose, let's look for some things to like prop up against the doors and like, have for quick access for barriers should we need, anything like sheets of metal, big pipes or pieces of concrete or rock that we can lift, the two of us, and let's fortify our area a little bit. Looks like there's only one way in and out, but we got some weaknesses here with these windows.
All right, yeah, let's go look for some.
Okay.
Are there any?
Yeah, definitely easy enough. You can definitely take some bits of metal from the steel staircases that were once standing in this building, as well as some of the larger chunks of concrete that have since collapsed in, to take through and start fortifying as you see fit. As it stands, from what you can tell, there's no immediate danger in the area, so you can certainly take your time to make sure that everything's kind of a bit more fortified to give yourselves a bit more coverage, should something happen.
Yeah, the only like homemaking thing, like detail I'll add is to make sure that I clear out at least one little area that's nice for Sable. No rubble on the floor for her to trip over or anything like that, but like a cleaner
That's
little
sweet.
area where she can have a place to set down.
Okay, easy enough to do. You clear out a decent little sized, probably like the size of a queen-size mattress for Sable. Taking a couple of the kind of torn up sleeping bags that are kind of just thrown about this area, make her a nice little makeshift bed. It's not the most comfy looking thing, but it serves its purpose.
Certainly slept on worse.
Back over at the warehouse, Sable, as you're kind of looking through the windshield, you're definitely getting a first-person perspective as you pull through the gates, and you see that Boneface is wasting no time driving straight to the warehouse that you were all in previously. As he approaches, you see the familiar sight of Ember Scorch's flaming bike parked out front. You also see almost like this large armored truck that's parked there as well. You see a man step out, very thin, gangly built, shaved head, kind of some tattoos all over his face. You can see that up on his right shoulder, the familiar tattoo of the skull with the vampire fangs.
I think Slice kind of growls a little bit. Like a little low rumble.
And Boneface just kind of scritches. It's okay, Kitty. He is friend. Boulder, it is good to see you again. Let me guess.
Same.
Ember had you bring her little experiment with you. And he kind of walks over and bangs on the side of this armored truck, and you just hear this deep guttural groan come out of it. And Boneface kind of walks to the opposite side of the car, opens up his door. Come on, Kitty, time to stretch legs. It's all right. Come on, it's okay.
Slice pops down. Kind of looks at the other guy, gives him a look, and follows Boneface.
All right. And Boneface kind of walks.
Undercover cat.
You see Boneface as he's walking in to the warehouse, making his way towards the center where the sinkhole had opened up. And standing at the edge, you see the familiar figure of one Ember Scorch standing there.
This big sinkhole, what does that look like?
So essentially what it looks like is the concrete floor of this warehouse is completely just shattered and sunken in. And as you kind of look down, it almost looks like there's a large service tunnel built underneath that just keeps going. That's kind of dimly lit with some neon tubing that's kind of built into the wall. Boneface kind of walks over and looks towards Ember. So, it's down there then, huh? The node? And Ember just kind of looks back. Yeah, the first one anyway. Get down in there. Use our big friend to start wrecking it a bit, and should be the first step in cutting power to Gaia. And Boneface just kind of looks, and then what, huh? Well, then we find the rest, and once they're all shut down, we release the vampire. We start a new form of government with, of course, yours truly running. And Boneface just kind of nods. And what about those 5 that I had brought in to help, secure the packages originally? You're sure they are dealt with? And Ember just kind of nods. Trust me, they're dead. And Boneface just nods. Good. Oh, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm getting called. And he starts stepping away.
Can I see who's calling him?
Yeah, as you're kind of nuzzled up and kind of keeping pace with Boneface, you can see that his phone's not going off at all. And he kind of steps outside and kind of looks around. You can see Boulder is kind of going to the back of this armored truck and is very cautiously, like, you can see he's definitely apprehensive about opening up the back of this vehicle.
Yeah.
And you just kind of hear him shout out, Ember, you sure you got the restraints on this thing? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And you just see him start to undo the back latches on this vehicle as Boneface kind of steps around the side of the warehouse walking. And you see him pull his phone out, and a screen pops up in front of his face. Back over at the apartment's glitch, your phone starts going off.
I'm getting a call. It's hey, Boneface is calling me, you guys. Hello, Mr. Face. Yes, I mean Boneface. Yes.
Right, it is fine. Glitch, you make it to your spot, okay? You're 5 are alive, right? All good.
Yeah. So far, so good. Let's see. We got Nacho. He's getting patched up. We found a little place to lay low. We're just kind of fortifying, trying to make the best we can out here.
I see. All right. Well, so Boneface has new plan. As you know, Boneface say dance, you say how high. So Boneface is thinking, maybe you come to me.
Well, I don't know if going back into the city where Gaia is the best.
No, Boneface maybe explain better. You come to warehouse to see Boneface.
Wait, warehouse? Like the place you sent us
Yes,
originally? The place that like
that's-
got destroyed?
that's still standing, kind of mostly.
I guess they'd never expect us to return to the scene of the crime. Good thinking, Mr. Boneface.
Well, here's the thing. I have our good friend Dr. Scorch down here. I could probably, if you want to come down and start shooting, that way we don't have to make mess in city. Gaia doesn't see anything. Easy peasy.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison specifically intended to kill Cusco. Gotcha. Yes. Excellent idea, Boneface. So you're there now, or you'll be there soon?
No. I am here now, with good pet tiger, and he kind of like points his phone down to kind of so you kind of get a face view of Sable's tiger there.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That's
very good friend. I like
Weird.
It a lot.
Never mind.
Anyway, so from what it seems, it just looks like right now it is just Ember and her experiment. That might become problematic. Just
you
be
brought the
prepared.
thing too. Okay.
I did not bring the thing. Okay, let's get that straight. Boneface did not bring the thing. Boneface brought Tiger. Ember brought the vampire. All right, Tiger, vampire. Get that straight.
Vampire is secured. Nothing to worry about.
Potentially secured. Boneface not entirely certain. I've seen this thing. It's it could rip face off in 2 seconds. But anyway, Boneface also sees one she calls Boulder here.
Oh yes, Boulder. We've heard of this Boulder before.
Yes, he's 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Just come over, take care of him. It's okay if he goes too.
Right.
What I'm saying
Excellent.
is security looks fairly weak right now, so
So Gaia's not around. Nobody will know. Great opportunity to ambush. She's not expecting us. I expect there's some sort of payment or reward here too.
I mean, tell you what, you come take care of Ember. We discuss nice pay, sure.
Maybe we could discuss a safe house sort of situation somewhere nearby. You've got to have connections to buildings, clubs, apartments. Who knows? We'll talk details when we see you. Something to ponder in the meantime.
Yes, we will talk details when I'm ready to talk details. Yes.
Of course, yes, exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll call you back. No news is good news.
I do not understand. News is news anyway, right? But if you get no news, how is that good or bad?
I
It's
just mean if you don't hear from us, it means we're on our way.
Well, it means you're dead, right?
Oh, we're already dead though. So
Right.
don't forget about
Okay,
that.
No. Trust me, Ember thinks you're all kaput. It's fine.
Oh man.
She won't see it
This
coming.
is
That's
great.
the best part. Her face when you all show up. Oh my god, it's gonna be priceless. Have your phones ready. Get those pictures.
Yeah. How cool to have like an inside man playing
Well, I'm actually
both sides.
I'm outside right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll call you back later if we need more details, but we'll see you soon. It'll take us a little while to get back out there. We don't have the best of transportation, and we're a bit out of town, but we'll be there soon. Keep her busy for us.
Oh, that is very much easy to do. No problem. But I will keep her busy because I want to, not because you say so.
Of course.
All right? We good?
Good.
All right. See you soon.
Smooches. I mean, bye. God, that guy's great. Hey
What do you
guys,
I
new
do still
plan.
love Boneface.
So Boneface playing a double agent here. Somehow has met up with Ember, has her on location at the warehouse when we were back where we did our first job, and suggested that we go sneakily take her out. No Gaia, no problem. Potential one problem, apparently Ember did bring her vampire monstrosity with her. Oh, and Boulder is also there, her like henchman or whoever he is. But they're not expecting us. Boneface has done an excellent job of setting a trap. Just needs us to come in and clean up.
So Boneface already knew about the experiment and all of that, sent us to Ember.
Well, you know, we didn't discuss those details.
I'm sure that probably good job. That was probably smart. We can play dumb as long as we want. That feels so fucking fishy.
Well, I was thinking, you know, like nobody would expect us to return there, and I mean, the place was kind of destroyed, so it's probably like off of people's radar. No Gaia, Boneface is there. I'm sure he'll help out.
I think when she says that would be fishy, that's kind of when Sable's coming back to her body from the meld. Hopefully Slice can chill.
I would say Slice is as tame as you would want Slice to be in all the years you've spent with her.
Okay.
She can be as well trained as you would like.
Awesome. I think Sable comes back to you and she's like, no, there's something fishy indeed. Apparently he's working with her, or at least that's the way he is wording it. They seem very close.
So he sent us to chase after a SIM card detail to her, probably knowing that it would end up with us getting... We're a loose end. No matter who we're talking about, neither of them are going to let us live.
Well, there's a reason why she brought the vampire with her. They're going to put it down in the tunnel, send it to cause a bit of chaos for the Gaia, cutting the power down there, and their plan is to take over the government. Ember wanting to be at the head of that.
Oh, so he's using us to take out the head.
To get rid of us so he can be.
Use your upper hand. He thinks that he holds all the cards to take out his competition.
Well, I think we can trust him to... Well, go ahead.
Pretty good move.
What I'm going to say is not important, but I'll say it anyway.
We want to know what Goose has to say.
We do.
Maybe
Always.
if we help him, he'll give us cabinet positions in his government.
Gonna ask if he was taking applications.
I feel like...
Okay, so it wasn't that dumb.
If he wanted us to be able to get in on this plan, he would have told us.
Maybe this is us getting in on it.
Yeah.
Or this is him killing anybody who knows about it so that he comes out scot-free and ready to take over, probably as a grassroots movement protecting the city sort of move.
Well, if you want me to pop into the vehicle, I can try to meld again, get us information, keep an eye on
Is he
that.
there alone? Did Boneface bring anyone with him?
He came alone until he found Slice. I don't know what kind of crazy person lets a tiger into the car, but he did.
Streets are wild, man. Well, I think we can expect him to act in his own best personal self-interest, right? And you do bring up a good point. Like, either way, he's in a win-win situation, because if we go and we take out Ember, then yeah, he's totally in line to be the next successor, I suppose, after her, if she was set up to be the takeover after Gaia. But I mean, like, I'm no fan of Gaia. Seems like we have opportunities here too. Either way we play it, like we could go if we decide that we like Ember's plan. I mean, this is an opportunity to take down all the AI.
A bunch of
Maybe
vampires.
we can be in charge
So I
of
don't
everything.
think this is a plan that you want to be a part of.
Me personally, I don't like that plan.
It is not just one vampire. It's more than that.
She's
Like a
got
baker's dozen.
I don't know.
Yeah, so she has access to an army of these beasts, you think? And she plans to release them?
Or at least knows how to make them.
They have all those pills. They've been already probably distributing them to others. We
I know.
only found a small amount of them.
I don't want Gaia in control, but I don't want crazed vampires running the streets either. And anybody who's willing to unleash that is probably not a great leader.
Not just vampires. They're able to make humans that way, as we saw with Diesel.
Well, let's say that Boneface isn't, trying to get us killed and is actually giving us an opportunity to take out Ember. Then in that case, that's good. Yeah, take her out. So should this plan doesn't happen, and then maybe Boneface will be in a position to take on more power, and he likes us, trusts us.
Or does he?
Oh, I mean, he seems so great. Yeah.
I think primary target should be whatever the experiment is.
I would agree with that one.
That's what needs to be eliminated first.
Take out
Andy,
the vampire.
you know better than us what you saw. Whatever that experiment is, that's what they have with them.
She had it in a room that had incinerators in the roof. I assume there's probably been multiple iterations, and when they've gone wrong, she's cleansed the room that way.
Well, what do we have for fire power?
Don't look at me.
We got a shotgun. That'll probably do it, right? No? Anyone?
It'll do something, but it's not quite fire.
I just
At the
start
very
feeling like
least,
guns.
incapacitate it in a way that it can't cause the damage that they needed to cause. If we eliminate that card, neither of them have the upper hand.
Then it's them against us.
Then it is now us going in. Boneface would expect that we have a grudge against Ember, but us going after that creature is also within our interest. So if we're still playing the we're on your side, Mr. Face, then that's still going to fall under that umbrella. Ember's going to be pissed no matter what, and I'm cool with that.
Well, you know her better than we do.
She's smart.
So, let's say we actually kill or incapacitate this thing. Who's next? Is Ember next on our list? And then Boneface after her.
Boneface is probably easier to handle, at least in terms of dealing with him.
She might run
Mhm.
off.
She might run
off.
either way.
You know, something I hadn't considered until just now, we could take this information to Gaia directly. I'm
That we
sure
could.
Gaia would be very interested to know what kind of coup undertakings are developing.
It wouldn't take long to get her soldiers out here. As you guys saw, it did not take long for them to come out to you guys.
Well, we kind of already know their response time to the warehouse too, a
Mhm.
little bit. Yeah.
It's another potential option, but then we are on Gaia's radar.
I mean, and if we snitch and they hear those sirens, what's not to say that they'll and try this somewhere else, some other time.
Yeah, we need concrete evidence before we can send in Gaia.
You said there was a tunnel
What's that?
built,
What's that
not
about
just
the
like
tops?
an explosion out of the ground.
No, when you think of the whatever it is that they're calling a
Sinkhole?
sinkhole, It's more like a tunnel that is lit away.
Mhm.
Yeah, that took some time to build. You're right. There probably are more of these.
Well, she even said release the vampires, plural. So I'm assuming
Seems like she's threat number 2 then to me.
the first step in their plan is send in the big one, cut the power to Gaia, then find the rest, which I wasn't sure maybe what that meant, but perhaps the others.
Okay. Seems
Then
like we're
release the
doing this.
vampires and start their new government under new fronts.
Perhaps we move forward assuming that Boneface is still on our side, knowing that we know things that he doesn't know, because he doesn't know that we know what we know that we know. And so
Am I
we'll
high?
just-
Are you high?
so we'll just go. We'll take care of the vampire discreetly, or I guess not. Well, it's going to be a bit of a surprise though when we show up and Ember's like, "Oh, they're alive." I don't know
Surprise
that
and
we're gonna.
discreet are not the same thing, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna get past her. I don't know that we're gonna be able to not deal with her before we get to that vampire monster.
Oh no, this is all going to be at once, but we need to concentrate fire.
Well, he was talking to her and he even said, "Are you sure they're dead?" And she said yes. So she's under the impression that we're not alive. It will
But-
be a surprise when we show up.
Yes, doesn't mean she doesn't anticipate him double crossing her either way.
Very true.
Maybe we don't
Who's to
kill
say
her.
while we're talking now that she doesn't send her big one after him.
Well, that's.
So we have Ember, we have Boulder, and we have this monster.
And who knows where the allegiances of Boneface
Boneface.
actually lie. But we have Slice, who's already on
Somewhere behind.
location.
He's kept our death or the fact that we're not dead a secret from her. So we are his secret weapon. We play along with it, pretend like we don't know. There's at least 5 of us.
That's
He
true.
will
He-
probably have backup somewhere, but we
didn't give us
anticipate
up.
it.
Yeah.
Sable, perhaps you can keep an eye on things there while we're on location. Or while we're traveling.
And that sounds like a plan to me.
Give us an
If the
update.
melding works.
And if you see anywhere that we can quietly enter strategically.
Well, the last time we entered that building, I did drive my drone around. What would I remember from that building? Because I did have my drone like all the way around the top, and I had another on the side.
Yeah, you did.
Would I have
So,
noticed any extra entrances?
The only other one that you would have noticed would have been a window on the rooftop.
Mhm.
Otherwise, there's basically just one large sliding door at the front, and it's basically like just a large metal building. There's really no other windows or natural lighting sources within it, except for a couple windows on the rooftop.
Well, last time I drove my drone around it, there really is only 2 entrances. The big garage door at the front and the ceiling.
Hmm.
Well, I
we'll
told
see.
him. Yeah, I told him we'd be on our way. Does anybody need to gather anything before we hop back in the car?
From our plethora of, there's like a
From where?
Yeah.
We
There's
brought
not much here
everything.
right now.
Anybody
I'll
wanna?
grab my bags
of
that have
metal
my
and
drones in
concrete?
them.
I grab my pack and I'm just gonna have to recharge my batteries on the way there, and I pull out what looks like a Lunchable, but I rip it
Ooh, I
open
want a
and
Lunchable.
there's a joint, there's like a double shot of mezcal and like a tiny taco. I'm like, I'll just take care of this on the way there.
perfect. Hey,
And I
Nacho.
Check my bullet holes too to see if they're still not leaking. It's like, oh no, we're gonna have, if we're doing this, we gotta have code names and go in, and you just, I'm leaky now.
Okay, leaky. Sure. You got any contacts that you could give a heads up that things might be going down? Maybe keeping an eye on Boneface's place there. If he's sending for any backup, might be coming from there.
I mean, I could always make a call or two.
Well, might as well get that chain going. If he's going to stab us in the back, we're going to return the favor.
Can I use my streetwise to call in some deaths? Hopefully, get someone to.
Okay.
I just start calling numbers, see who
Give me a
picks up.
streetwise check here if you would.
That is 2 successes, and I am trained. So
All right, excellent.
good times.
As you pull up your contacts and just kind of start dialing away some numbers, the first person to pick up is Rex.
Always does.
Hey, what's going on, Nacho?
Rex, my man. I need you to do me a solid. I know you've been doing me solids, but hey, that's how we roll. We, one in, one out, all of that. I need you to swing by Boneface's place. Just to watch it. You don't need to do anything shady, although I know you'd be down. You always are. And if you notice any of his crew, his gang of thieves, his bandits rolling out of there armed and dangerous, you maybe shoot me a text or a FaceTime, whatever, just to give me the heads up. No reason.
Let me get this straight. You just want me to go hang out at Misfit Loves all night?
Yeah, I'll cover your tab reasonably, because if you're too blurry, you're not going to see them.
I'm sorry. What? You said you'll cover my tab? Okay, that sounds good.
But
You're breaking up. Sorry, Nacho. I'll be there. And he hangs up.
Done deal. I got someone, and
Cool.
I want to make a second call. So I'm an arms dealer, right? But I obviously get my arms from somewhere.
Sure.
I call up my source and find out how much it would cost in terms of currency, trade, or favors to get a flamethrower down to that warehouse by the time we're there.
Okay. So you call up Steve the gun guy. Go ahead.
Steve the gun guy.
Steve has never done me wrong. Reasonable rates for quality products.
Give me a persuasion roll here, Nacho.
Steve the gun guy might be as good as Kirsten, the randomly pulled out name. That no one
Kirsten the
can
vampire.
Persuasion
Kirsten.
is also a success.
Excellent.
I am trained.
And your FaceTime pops up, and you see this individual, very very similar to Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves type look. The shoulder length, deep black hair, just that nice 5 o'clock permanent shadow he's got going on. A couple scars on the face. His left hand entirely mechanical. As he kind of pops up. Yeah, what's up, Nacho?
Oh, Steve-O, listen, I'm in a bit of a pickle, a little bind, kind of like the one you found yourself over on, the west side of London town that I helped you out with a few months ago.
Hey, well, that was Kirsten's fault, we all know it. What's up?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pin drop you an address. I'm hoping you can pull those magic strings of yours and get me a flamethrower and maybe a handful of grenades there and I just checked the our maps or whatever, like it'll take us this long to get there. What would that run me in terms of just money and or IOUs?
So let me get this straight. You want me to basically prime you a flamethrower and some hand grenades to a warehouse within a matter of minutes?
It is, I can't say much, but it's going to be in the long run, it's going to be in your best interest. It's going to be in everybody's, and I will do you as many solids as I need to make this happen.
I mean, look, Nacho, it's going to take me some time just to get back to my storage. I think I got
You can take more of a cut.
You
can take a bigger cut for a year.
I got a couple grenades I can send you right now on a drone.
Okay.
I'll back to my storehouse. I'll get that flamethrower out to you as fast as I can, but I can't guarantee it.
Perfect. That's awesome. I love you. Thank you. Tell that drone not to drop those grenades. I owe you.
Yeah, you do.
I do one of
And he
these.
hangs up.
This whole time, Goose has just been like sitting on the staircase, not really paying attention. We have a plan, or what are we doing?
We're blowing it up.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
What
Plan
you do
is not
best,
yet.
buddy.
The plan is to not get dead.
Again.
Good
Again.
motto.
Sable will get in the vehicle and try to meld again.
Okay. Sable returning once again to the vehicle. Your eyes roll back as your mind leaves your body. Back over into the form of Slice. You pop back in.
Ooh, I do get 2 successes.
Excellent.
I was
You-
worried because one was a 9, and I was like, is that a success? And my meld is a 9.
Perfect. Perfect. And as you kind of pop in, Slice is currently just kind of sitting at the front door of the warehouse, just kind of looking around, just kind of staring up towards the armored vehicle. From what you can see, Boulder is still undoing latches on the back of this thing.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's hard to
Yeah.
get in and out.
You kind of look
I
around.
think I'm gonna watch someone get eaten right now.
And as you're kind of sitting there, the final latch comes undone, and the large metal door just creaks open. And you almost hear the sound of like just mud kind of squelching as this creature steps out of the back of this large armored truck. And as it kind of stretches out and elongates its spine, you can see that this thing stands probably 8 or 9 feet tall and is just a walking mound of just like melted flesh. You can see it's got a couple arms kind of protruding out of where you would assume its rib cage would be, but there's just arms kind of protruding out. It almost looks like it's got a couple skulls kind of sunken into the flesh itself. As this creature just kind of slowly starts squelching and sliding, you're just looking at just this heaping mass of melted flesh and bone. What you can see though is that on the wrists, it's got like 2 large metal cuffs that look like almost like they've got some kind of power to them. They're slightly illuminated with just this light blue glow around the insides of them. And as it kind of steps out and it kind of adjusts its head almost in a way to where like another skull just kind of slides forward into the center of just this melted mass, and it is just like a humanoid skull with massive fangs as it just kind of stares blankly towards you.
I think the cat kind of like sits up a little and just stares back.
And
Cats are great at staring contests.
you overhear just the voice of, "Oh, good, about fucking time, Boulder. Come on, get that thing in gear. Let's get this moving." And Boulder's just kind of like, I'm not a vampire expert here, but I like to keep my distance here. Bone, if you want to come over and deal with this, you're more than welcome to. And you see Ember kind of reach into her pocket, and she pulls out what appears to be almost like an iPhone, and she kind of swipes away at it. And as she almost looks like she's turning a dial on the screen, you can see the cuffs on this creature start to illuminate as it almost lets out like this slight shriek that sounds almost a bit painful as it kind of just turns slowly towards Ember and starts slowly just sliding in her direction.
Noting to myself where that device is at all times.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, grab it. Obviously not right now. But
And just over here, Boneface once again is still you heading down in there too with You got a name for this thing or what? And Ember just kind of looks towards him. And, why would I give a name to that? And no, I plan on staying right up here until the job's done. Yeah, suit yourself. You're sure that thing is safe under your control? Because if it's alright, I kind of want to see a first-person view of how this thing, how destructive it can be, huh? And Ember just kind of gestures towards the sinkhole. And you see this creature just kind of slowly starts sliding its way down. And Boneface starts walking behind it, keeping about 20 feet between him and this creature. And as he starts moving down, you see the boulder kind of come over and replace Boneface next to the sinkhole.
I think Slice will kind of move, but cautiously that direction.
You start walking over there. You see your boulder kind of yell down, Hey, Bone, you want your pet to go with you? Oh, that's fine. If Kitty wants to come, Kitty can come. Or if Kitty wants to stay out there and enjoy the night sky, that is fine too. Do not force it. And Boulder
I think she'll just keep an eye on what's happening. I'm not sure if I want to go down there.
Jump down in the hole. Yeah, just commit. Yeah.
All right, no worries. At that point, that's basically all.
Be where you can
see.
hear both conversations.
And actually, go ahead and give me an awareness check too for Slice, if you would.
Ooh, okay. Slice-oo. I gotta make sure I'm looking at Slice's skills. Alright, that was a 7. Let's see what we could roll. A fail and a success.
Okay. Okay. Ember and Boulder both kind of just staring down towards the sinkhole. But thanks to your heightened cat hearing, you can hear what sounds like a faint propeller just kind of whirring through the air. It would be very familiar to you. It sounds like a drone.
Drone? Okay.
And you hear it almost sounds like it lands up on the roof.
Oh. Slice will look up at it.
Okay. As you're kind of looking up, it's currently just parked up on the roof. From your perspective, you can't quite make out a lot of details of it. It doesn't look like it's armed in any way. It almost just looks like just a small little compact drone has flown its way in.
Interesting.
Prime delivery.
Yeah.
Pizza delivery, right? It has pizza attached to it. Yeah.
Oh, now pizza sounds so good. Anyway.
No. I had a pizza ad during when I came to the channel. Does it look like Ember or anyone else notices this drone?
From what you can tell, they're both focused down on the sinkhole.
Okay. I think that Slice will draw attention to it then. Specifically trying to get Bone's attention.
Okay, what are you going to try to do to get Boneface's attention here?
I think makes a kind of a little bit of a meow, like a little roar.
And just as Boneface is about to disappear from sight in the hole, he's kind of, Boulder, what did you do? I've never heard Kitty make that sound, but then again, I've only known Kitty for like 10 minutes. What is going on? What is wrong?
And Slice will like pace back and forth and like look up.
And Boneface just kind of watches you for a moment.
How smart is Boneface?
And he's just kind of watching you and just kind of looks up and... What's wrong, Kitty? You need to go potty. Come on. And he kind of scritches and starts walking outside.
Just kind of grumbles and keeps looking up and kind of drawing him back in that space to look up at it.
Kitty, we must go outside to go potty. Or you can you can stay here. Boneface can go pee outside himself. And as Boneface exits,
Slice just shakes their head.
go ahead and give me one more awareness roll if you would, Slice.
All right. Or maybe he's faking it. I failed twice,
Okay.
and one's a crit fail. I did a 12 and 11.
Oh no! All right.
So whatever it is, I do not see it.
You're
Whatever it
pacing
is.
back and forth, focused up on this drone that's landed up on the roof.
Yeah.
All right. Back over at the apartments. Nacho.
I think we're in the car headed towards.
Everybody piling in. That's the plan.
Oh yeah, because we have her in the car.
Yeah.
Just like melded.
Perfect. Goose, I'm assuming you're driving.
As always.
All right, Goose, give me a driving check. As you're cruising through, Nacho, you get a text on your phone that just says rooftop.
One success, but yeah, success.
All right, excellent. You start cruising through the streets. As you're kind of making your way back through the city, you're gonna have to cut back through town to make your way over towards these warehouses. As you're driving by, luckily you're doing it in a way that's not super sus, to where some of the Gaia officers that are kind of walking on the streets at this time pay no mind to you. As this was also the
10 and
vehicle
2.
that you shot at them from. They appear to not notice as you are cruising by.
I can't imagine where I'm pulling right up to the warehouse, right? Maybe like a couple blocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should not park right up there.
All right.
I figured as much, but you got to ask these things.
Fair.
You make your way, driving up, easy enough. Takes you probably about 15-20 minutes to make your way over to this area. But as you kind of get down the main road, you can see up along the familiar large metal fence with the gates currently pulled open, the rollaway gates opened up, and you can see the original yard with all the warehouses. So if you'd like, you can certainly pull over on the side of the road and start hoofing it from there if you'd like.
I think this is as far as we drive.
Yeah, we're much quieter on foot.
Almost finished here as I'm like reloading bullets into my cyber arm machine gun.
Excellent. Okay. You're reloading bullets in. Slice, as you're kind of looking up at this drone still, you see a large shadow appear up there next to it that looks like he's very much trying to keep his balance. And you just over here, oh shit, come on, don't fall. All right, what do we have here? And you can see Boneface up on the roof.
Oh. What a weirdo. He drank too much, man. I guess I'll just watch what he's doing. What a weirdo.
And you can see him as he's like gets down on all fours and just starts crawling towards the drone. All right. I think this is what the kitty was saying. It's a special kitty. Okay. What do we have? And you see him make his way over to the drone. Just here. Oh shit.
We discovered our goods.
Yeah.
Just leave him there, man. Just leave him there.
And it looks like he's messing with something up on the roof. And you can almost see him like slide his arm into one of his jacket pockets
God damn it.
before he starts slowly making his way back over to the edge.
At least he doesn't like preemptively blow himself up or
Yeah, I was
something.
gonna say. Could be worse. Could see an explosion in the distance.
It's nice. He's bringing him down off the roof for us.
And you hear a bit of just metal clanging as he is kind of trying to climb down like a very much a gutter that's barely hanging on. It's just, all right. Hand over hand. Oh shit. As the gutter kind of starts to snap off the building and he just falls flat on his back. All right. It's fine. Don't worry about Boneface. I got it. I thought I saw something on roof. It's fine. And you over here, Ember, just yell, yep, didn't even care. All right.
Is she
Good
just
friends.
focused on like controlling this big vampire?
She is, as you can see, she is still like just hyper focused down on her phone, and she just kind of looks down at that and then back down towards the hole.
Okay. Slice is gonna kind of just move over, not super close to her, but near, and just like sit on the edge and like, you know, lick their paw or something like that.
All right. Rest of the group. How are we approaching this warehouse?
Are we leaving Sable in the car? I'll like kind of like put my hand in front of her face.
There's just no response. Her eyes are just kind of glazed over and rolled to the back of her head.
Or roll down the window, I guess.
Crack the windows.
Crack the window for her, yeah.
Crack the window for grandma.
Yeah.
If there's one of her heavier drones that we packed up, maybe I'd know to like grab that and carry it with me.
Yeah, so it's near us, just
it's
like
near us.
parked. So when she comes to, she can control from there.
Yeah,
Protect
Yeah,
grandma.
I like that.
You've known
I'll
Sable
put
long
like
enough to where
the controller for the drone on her lap.
So it's like in brain. I like that.
She'll know what
Pin
to
a
do.
note to her lapel, to her jacket, to her cardigan.
Oh my god.
All right, Glitch taking the heavy shooter. Okay. Are
I'm
we?
gonna leave the keys on the dashboard.
You gonna trust me to drive again? I'm your getaway at 5 miles per hour.
Slow and steady.
Hey, it's getting the
Redemption
car
time.
closer and closer.
Are one of you boys good with the distance shots? We could put a sniper on the roof.
That's not for me. I only have a shotgun.
Oh, I think you're muted there, Nacho.
Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, I mean, I've got Nachito, my assault rifle, and then I just check my arms. Like, I got this sub, and I pull out the submachine gun. I've got the knife, and then I'm like, and then I pull out the little disposable gun too, and then I've got a Nachito Jr. also.
Yeah, okay, well, you're covered. I don't know if you would be more comfortable up there or if that's even a advantageous position to take. I've also got this, Dire Arms F-Rail you could borrow if you needed.
No offense, but I have the G rail.
Sure.
Slight upgrade.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's all right.
And she's just like looking at her singular pistol.
Pull out the disposable again. Do you need a backup? It's just 8 shots.
Backup is a good. I got
have an
16
extra
here,
gun
but
too, if you want.
Mhm.
yeah, Andy might need some more guns. Andy has a pistol and a dagger, and that's it because Andy is packing medical supplies.
Yeah, I think I
No,
just have a handgun as well, other than the drones.
Yeah.
Tiger and drones.
But you could take that.
I'll offer. Yeah, I mean, Doc, you ever handle a gun this big before?
I
Not
mean,
as it's bigger than the G rail, but it's an older model. It's reliable. It's
Sure.
sturdy.
I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not great with guns. I'm okay with guns. I am okay. I will probably not shoot you.
Can I?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
Like I am skilled in guns, but the skill is not super high.
I'm gonna like step
I
behind
just have a
Andy.
flashback from my old character of Andy shooting one of our friends.
Excuse me, Andy did not shoot anybody. Andy got shot by a friend.
Were you missing? Is that what happened?
No, Andy got shot by Danny, or whoever
Oh,
Danny's character
right.
was. And then Danny got shot by Liz.
That's what happened. I was thinking you were the one who shot.
No, I was entirely innocent in that.
And sorry, Nacho, were you saying you wanted to look for something?
Yeah, can I take a scope around, like check out the warehouse and really the building across, and I want to sort of evaluate for like how effective it would be to even have a sniper up there. Like, what's the line of sight look like? Does this warehouse even have windows? Those sort of things. And I am trained in strategy.
Okay. Yeah, give me a strategy.
Well, and if the vampire's going to go down into the hole, it might not be helpful to have a sniper on the
yeah,
roof. Yeah.
those are 2 successes.
All right,
Like
excellent.
a big boy.
As you're kind of looking at the distance between the 2 warehouses, it's easy enough to see that if you were to get up on the roof of one of them, between the armored truck kind of parked up there and Boneface's vehicle as well, There's lots of cover for them to take behind, and you can't quite see all the way through the other warehouse that they're currently in. But you would notice, though, the windows on top of the warehouse, and you do see a drone parked on top of that one as well. You would estimate that if you were to go through one of those windows, probably the best spot to try to get a drop on them.
I relay that to everyone. So, everyone, why don't we try to get up there? Descend on them, or
We also gonna split up.
just shoot at them from up there.
Should we wait for an update from Sable before we go in? We haven't heard what the lay of the land looks like in there for a second.
Didn't we leave Sable in the car?
Good idea.
Yeah, I assume we're still kind of like standing around the car.
Okay.
Like,
I thought we left already.
You can do your heat vision thing too, right?
yeah, I do my UVs and my infrareds to see any movements or bodies or other hidden surprises that show up on UV and infrared.
Yeah, definitely give me an awareness check with your infrared if you would.
You all spent your money on such cool stuff. Why did I get screwdriver fingers? Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
It's
Well,
okay. I got a bunch of like anti-bleeding things, and we're not using the bleeding rule, so
I'm also really skilled in lifting, swimming, and throwing, so that hasn't been... Well, no, we did throw something last game. I have one success.
Okay.
But I am not skilled.
Okay, no worries. With your infrared, as you're kind of scanning through the area, like Sable said, it's fairly scarce in here. The only ones that you can see are 2 heat signatures standing within the warehouse, and you also see the heat signatures coming off of Slice and Boneface as they're kind of near the entrance of the warehouse.
So I'll just tell everybody where I see bodies. So it looks like Bone and Monster are headed down, Boulder's by the entrance to the hole, and Ember is busy.
Slice is
doing-
by Ember, remember?
Slice
And Slice is by Ember.
correct.
Okay.
Because I was like laying down, licking my paw.
adorable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally not a spy.
Well, let's try to get up to that roof without being detected and get in there and take care of this mess.
I'll take point.
If someone has something that has more than close range, I will need that. If you have multiple things that are not close. 'Cause
Nope.
I have nothing.
I
Mine
can
is
give you
just
my
fine.
handgun. I've really grown to like my katana better anyway. So
Does the handgun? It's a
Still
Like
close,
a-
I think.
that's
It's a
range
close
close.
yeah,
Yeah,
range
yeah.
close. That's what you
Oh,
want.
I have close.
Oh,
I
No,
don't
can
have-
give you
She's
long.
asking for something else.
I'll give
Yeah.
you long. I'll give you the F rail, the Dire Arms F rail.
As long as you have something else that you can use.
I do. I've got
Okay.
2 other guns and a katana. I plan
Cool.
on getting in there.
Yeah, I have shit armor, so. And I'm actually going to hand you my energy dagger.
Oh,
Do you have something that can stun?
no, stunning sounds awesome.
I can throw a grenade down there to start us off with a bang.
I like
You
Uh,
have a grenade?
I have strobe grenades and I have smoke grenades. I can blind everybody in that area, especially if we though we might want to not blind the cat.
What's the stat you use for throwing grenades?
Good question. I have no clue.
You
Throwing.
might want to give that grenade to someone else.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That would definitely just be a straight throwing check.
What's it?
What is that
throwing?
under?
I will
Or
need
reflex?
somebody else to do that.
It's
Um,
under. It's brawn. I've got
Nacho
it.
can do it.
Cool. Somebody who's not me.
Not
go
me.
ahead and do that.
I'm a 2 brawn.
Grenades. There we go. Yeah. So I have a Storm grenade. It inflicts no damage. Combatant that is looking directly at a pop light when it triggers will be stunned for 1 combat round. It illuminates the area for 10 combat rounds.
Nice. Okay.
And then smoke grenade has a blast radius, no damage, can fill a single zone with thick smoke that lasts for 3 minutes, reducing visibility.
Okay. Perfect.
Also cool.
So I'm gonna hand those to, who was I handing them to?
I believe Nacho.
Nacho. So Nacho, you can take those. And then I'm gonna give my energy dagger to Glitch.
Okay.
Is that just called energy dagger? Will I find that if I look?
Energy, but GI.
Cool.
D8P energy dagger. So damage is 2d3 plus 2 endurance and stun for 3 rounds.
Excellent.
So that is a melee weapon attack.
Cool. Found it. Thank you.
And yours was an F rail?
Yeah, dire arms F rail.
Cool.
The frail.
Frail. Yeah.
That means I have the Grail.
You got the grail.
Dang.
All right. Those approaching the warehouse, how are you approaching? Are you all going through the front? Or are some of you splitting off, going around the sides? What does this look like for us here as you're all making your ways in?
I'm trying to head to that window
Up on the roof.
you've mentioned to get sort of like a height advantage. See if I can look down through maybe like a broken floor or something.
I'll stick with Nacho.
Okay. You and Nacho heading up to the roof. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm heading up too.
Okay. Glitch as well. Goose, where are you heading?
I really can't do much from afar. I guess I'll follow for now.
All right. Everybody heading up to the roof. That keeps it easy. Everybody, please make me some stealth checks if you would.
Stealth is under
Reflex.
reflex.
Oh, thank goodness I'm skilled in that. That is 1 success.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. 1 success for me
Alright.
as well.
That failed
I got
completely.
2. Mm.
Oh, buddy.
Sorry.
And on a Wednesday.
Goose. Goose.
Goose.
Why can you? I haven't used grit yet. I'll use grit.
There you go.
Does that mean I just -1?
You
Right.
subtract
Mhm.
1 from your roll. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're good.
Okay. So everybody succeeded there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. As you all start making your way, kind of taking the long way around the warehouse, you're not crossing directly in front of the large open doors. It's easy enough to do. Go ahead now, if you would all give me a climbing check as you're making your way up to the roof. Under Braun.
This is gonna go bad.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
I can go first and then help people because it's one of my best abilities.
Excellent. I apologize. Slice, please give me an awareness check.
I assume this is Braun, right?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
Definitely
2
get-
successes, no problem.
If you have a metal arm, you get a -1 on that.
Oh, I do have a metal arm. It's kind of a piece of shit though.
And-
So
I have 1 success and I'm not trained. So
Okay. No successes for Andy. Excellent. Okay.
Not even in a way that I could use grit to knock it down because I don't have a lot of brawn.
I love it. Okay. Excellent. So Glitch.
Her
and
skinny
Goose-
arms do not.
Glitch and Goose, the two of you just spider climb up the corner of this building, easy enough, kind of grabbing onto some of the brackets that are still barely hanging on that were holding that gutter up. You're able to pull your ways up to the top. Andy as Nacho, as the two of you try to follow suit. Unfortunately, the brackets kind of break off and you both fall prone onto your back.
Ow.
Slice, give me an awareness check if you would.
All right, let's see if it goes better than the last one. Nope. I got a 12 and a 2.
Okay.
can I like
Well, 2
look over
successful.
towards the warehouse after all this noise of them falling?
Yeah, as you kind of look down over the edge, and you're kind of looking down,
There's
you
thick
don't
bone
see
face.
any movement from Ember or Boulder, but you see Boneface. As he just kind of goes, "Ugh." And you kind of start walking around the corner, and you Andy and Nacho, at this point, you very clearly see Boneface just kind of poking his head around the corner, just.
pretend we're not here.
Are you...
I just from there and then
He just kind of gestures.
I just start heading his way, I guess.
Yeah.
This rooftop's not gonna happen.
No.
I'm
Really
I'm gonna
glad
remind
my
everyone I have bullet holes
Melee's
in me.
gone.
Of course, I'm not climbing.
Look, it's gonna be a lot easier if you just fucking walk through the front door, okay? Right now their backs are turned. You'll be fine. Just don't fall.
Just do fun.
Alright, it's just fucking embarrassing when you do that shit, okay? It's fine. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, not all of us spend our free time lifting milk jugs like you.
I'll pull up my phone and text Boneface. Be like, "We have arrived. No one suspects anything."
And he just goes, what is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with him? Like, he's very nice, but, I mean...
He tries his best.
Oh my goodness.
I noticed that he's texting, and like I tell Boneface, like, hey, tell Glitch to check the drone up there. I have some grenades incoming.
I don't remember seeing that drone that they can look for it.
I saw it from down here. There was one. It was my boy Steve sent that for me. I might also have a flamethrower on the way, so let's look out for that.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I can text and ask. Glitch.
Looking
do
at it
you
from right
see-
here.
And you see Boneface punch in Glitch. Do you see the drone? But he doesn't actually hit send. He just turns the screen off. Right, we'll see if you respond.
Son of a bitch.
Does he have some like spherical mounds in his pockets?
Give me an awareness check if you would.
Oh, hells yes. 2 successes because that's what I'm good at.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see in his right pocket on his trench coat there's something heavy kind of sitting.
Uh-huh.
Right. So
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
Boneface. You saw nothing.
I see nothing. I don't. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not called Aware Face. I'm called Boneface. Okay, so.
Mm-hmm.
listen.
Like full eye contact, eyes go very directly to his pocket and then back up to his face.
Those are a gift from grandmother. Now, listen,
Ha! Ha!
how do you want to do this, huh? I tell you, I mean, I can go in there, cause distraction, keep them looking towards back of warehouse. You guys come in, pop, pop, easy money, right?
Yeah, and we're coming from 2 directions now. See?
Okay, perfect, perfect, easy cheesy, much like okay.
Are Glitch and I like stuck on the roof now?
You guys are up on the roof, and you can see through the windows. And you see,
I'm going
you see
to-
Ember and
oh.
Boulder just peering down the sinkhole currently. You can't overhear any of what's happening down in front of the warehouse between Andy, Nacho, and Boneface.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
text Glitch as like step behind Boneface, text Glitch, and I'm going to I'm gonna tell him exactly what pocket those grenades are in. So
Oh.
you need to hit something explosive, that pocket.
Okay. As I'm like looking
And that's
into the
going group
drone
text.
and seeing it empty, and I'm like about to text like, "Oh, found the drone, nothing here." Get your text, and I'll let Goose know, who's with me as well.
Mhm.
Oh, it looks like Boneface discovered our supply, but he's got him. So if we need him, he's got him.
I'm gonna shoot him just for that.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay, he's just carrying his own detonation.
Is
Mhm.
Andy suggesting we shoot Boneface to make him explode?
No, just his pockets.
But yes.
Okay.
Is this-
Don't
Got
shoot
it.
him.
all right, are you ready to do this or what? Yes.
Let's do this.
All right. And
Yeah,
Boneface
and I guess
reaches-
like we'll see them like moving in. So yeah, we'll get into position.
I'm gonna send one more text to Glitch, be like, looking up at the top. Can you like drop the knife back down?
Can you toss the gun up?
No.
and you see Boneface kind of pull open his trench coat and reach in and pull out another bottle of just clear liquid as he pops it open. Nacho and Andy are both hit with the scent of just almost smells like just pure gasoline
Yeah.
as he just takes a long swig of it.
Okay, you were just like, seriously, dude.
Right, it's for good luck. Try, it's fine.
I
He's
take a
taking
pull.
vamp juice.
No, not gonna try.
Yeah, I take a pull.
All right. Good.
I just take one. And I'm like, yeah, we sell this at the bodega.
What do you mean? It's my special recipe.
I mean, something close enough.
I mean, and it kind of leads towards Andy. I just top it off with a little bit of rum. But yeah, I put this towards the other one.
Yeah, I figured.
Right, okay.
Yeah, unless you want me to accidentally shoot you in the back of the head, I'm not drinking any of it.
Well, I mean, that's just fucking rude, but whatever.
That's hence I'm saying no, you're welcome.
No. We're not having this argument right now. We got more important shit to do. Alright?
So the entryway to the warehouse, like the little entryway, we're near the warehouse, and what's like kind of the distance between that and where Ember and Pebble are?
They're probably about 40 feet in towards the center of the warehouse.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like sort of take cover here, like behind the wall, like one of
definitely.
these, because this is like very good distance from my.
As you're kind of peering in, down the right-hand side, you can see that there's definitely probably about 5 or so shipping containers that are kind of scattered about. Over on the left-hand side, there's a steel staircase built into the wall, heading up to what looks to be like a small overseer's office built up top. Aside from that, the warehouse is completely open, with the sinkhole in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And Boneface just kind of puts the cork back in his bottle, kind of tosses it in his hand a couple times, and just steps right into the center of the doors, and just takes the bottle and chucks it
Oh shit.
towards Ember and Boulder.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm looking this way.
when we return from our break, we will
Hell
see
yeah.
what kind of chaos unleashes here. So thank you all so much for sticking with us. We'll see you all back here in about 5-10 minutes. Stick around.
Us.
Mm-hmm.
back, everybody. So, where we left off, we've got Goose and Glitch up on the roof, Andy and Nacho standing just around the corner in front of this warehouse. Sable passed out in the car, currently in the mind of Slice, who is also within the warehouse up near the sinkhole next to Ember and Boulder. As you have all just agreed to let Boneface cause a distraction, he takes his whiskey bottle, or his, not whiskey bottle, vodka bottle, and just chucks it through the air as it goes flying right between Boulder and Ember down into the sinkhole. And you just hear this glass shatter down. And Boneface just goes walking in, and you see him just kind of put his arms out and around, one around Boulder and one around Ember. Oh, right, it's so fucking good to have friends here with us. This is good night, right? I mean, come on, we're finally doing it. We're taking down Gaia, huh? Come on, smile, Boulder. And you see he's just like acting like a total asshole around these two, and just kind of almost like, from what you can tell, he's got a fairly strong grip on both of them, as he's just kind of standing here shaking. And you see him just kind of like turn his head back towards the front door.
Okay.
Upstairs, Glitch and Goose, you see him as he's got his arms around Boulder and Ember with just a super tight grip on them. Slice, you're also standing right there next to Ember. You see this as well. You all have...
What do our...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, what do our descent options look like from up here to get inside the warehouse? Like, was it just like a, you know, a square box with a window right in the center of the roof, and it's just open pit?
It's
It's
just a straight drop in. Yeah, there's no ladders or anything up to these windows. It is just straight down.
No bars or beams or anything. Oh,
like that.
cool.
Nope.
Cool.
However,
Great planning.
You all
Great
get
plan.
one free action off of this, as they've got no clue that you are here or alive. So we are going to go ahead and start off with Nacho. What would you like to do in this moment?
Yeah, I realize how close Boneface is, and I don't care, so I'm gonna shoot Ember. Hold on. Between Ember and Boulder, who's closer to the tiger?
Ember is closer to the tiger.
I'm gonna go for Boulder because I don't want to risk hitting Slice.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a pew pew check.
Yep. Go ahead, give me a firearms check here if you would.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna make this a burst shot also, so I can waste more bullets. That is 2 successes. 2
successes. Excellent. Okay.
Where's my... Okay. No, it's now less.
Go ahead and give me that damage when you get the chance.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's me too.
There you go.
Okay. That's gonna be... to re-roll that because it was a burst. 19.
19. Excellent. You get those burst shots firing off. You can see that his armor kind of holds up against the first couple impacts, but a couple of your bullets do get through, piercing in. And you just hear the Boulder feels a stinging pain in his side. We will go over to up on the roof. Glitch, action for you. What would you like to do?
The bad guys always speak in third person. How high are we from the floor?
You're probably a solid 30 feet up.
30
It's
feet.
gonna be like that scene from The Other Guys. Aim for the bushes.
And just so you're all aware, this is all kind of happening simultaneously at once here. So, Glitch.
I mean, if I were an athletic person who had trained for things like this my whole life, can people survive jumping 30 feet? I mean, I've seen people parkour.
We can find
stuff,
out.
right?
If you want to try to jump 30 feet down, you are more
I
than
would
welcome
certainly die. Gosh. Okay. Well, I think my plan I don't know. What do you think, Goose? I could lay down some suppression fire. Do you have
For
an
what?
option to do that? I don't know.
For me to
Cause a
jump down?
distraction. I don't know. There doesn't look to be a good way to get down here, and I gave up my long range weapon, but I could.
They could. Maybe they'll break our fall. We land on them.
I gotta get in there, man. I'm going down. I'm gonna use my turn to run back down or shimmy down the building if I can.
Okay, give me another climbing check if you would.
Okay.
Bad plan.
Because I don't want to. Yeah, no problem. 2 successes.
All right, easy enough. Goose, you see Glitch just kind of shimmy back down the corner, and you just hear his footsteps on the concrete as he is running around the building. Andy, actions for you.
Didn't see that coming.
Does Andy hear? This is all happening at once. So do I notice that he's going back down?
I would say, yeah. You give it a second. You can hear Glitch just booking it across the roof, and you can assume that he's shuffling his way back down.
Cool. Can I see the iPad in, like, do I have a clear line of sight on the iPad that Ember is holding?
You would have to peek your head around fairly far around the corner to
Sure.
expose yourself a bit, but yeah, you could get sights on it.
Sure, I'm gonna try and shoot the iPad, and we're gonna see if this thing just goes ape shit
Okay.
and attacks everybody.
Okay.
At the very least, you can't use it to attack us.
Give me an aim
Is that fair
shot.
play?
Yeah.
Fair play?
It's going to be, and I'm gonna just use my pistol for this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna waste his nice bullets. I'm assuming I'm within close range.
Yeah. For this, we'll call it close range.
Okay. That is somehow 2 successes.
Okay.
So I'm doing 10 endurance damage to the iPad
Okay.
with a bullet.
So Nacho, as you peek around the corner and start firing away into Boulder, you see Andy kind of pop her way around you, moving in slightly to get a clear shot, and she fires. And you see this bullet, it's almost in slow motion, just goes spinning through the air as it pierces right into the screen that Ember's holding. And you see the screen just shatter as she kind of drops it out of her hand. Goose, actions for you. What would you like to
Amazing.
do?
Is there maybe like a rope or electrical cable, like something rope adjacent on the roof here?
There's nothing up on this roof that you're seeing right now.
Decorative holiday banners hanging from the ceiling.
A garland around the edge of
Mistletoe. No.
I guess I'll follow Glitch. I don't see any other option.
Give me a climbing check if you would, Goose.
I was prepared to jump if you had said 20. I don't know. I had that number in my head that 20 feet you'd probably live, but
Probably.
30 seems scary.
I fell from like 12 feet once, and I thought I was paralyzed. So
Yeah, I slipped off of a curb once. That was pretty brutal.
Oh shit, that's not good. I
Man,
failed.
12 sounds like a lot.
I got a 12.
A 12.
Oh,
okay.
buddy.
Oh no!
So
Why
Goose,
is it always
You don't even make it
you?
partially
I don't
halfway
know.
down. As you go over to the corner, you kind of start to lean over. You lose your balance, and you fall 30 feet anyway.
Oh.
Just
At least it would have looked cooler.
So Goose,
We're such good mercenaries.
Goose, you're going to take 6 points of endurance damage.
Oh, that's not too terrible.
As you fall down. Luckily, your armor and your overalls are fairly well padded, so you don't feel your ribs cracking and breaking. But it definitely hurt. You're feeling that, but you're currently prone on the ground, kind of pulling yourself up. You see Glitch currently booking it towards the front. Slice. Actions for you.
Do I get a bonus round action? Because I kind of failed at hearing them and stuff.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay. I think Slice is gonna jump up and grab that controller from our lovely Ember friend, if possible.
I shot the controller.
But can I get it?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Try to jump and grab it.
Yeah, we can try this. Oh boy. give me
Like midair, like it gets shot and then midair, like grab it.
just,
Yeah.
just give me a
You know what I'm
reflexes
saying?
check. Yeah.
That's how I'm envisioning it in my
I
mind, but
what
I
you're
don't know
trying
if that's
I'm
gonna work.
picking up what you're putting down here. Give me just a
All
straight
right.
Teamwork.
reflexes check here.
What reflexes check? I gotta check my reflexes. Slice. Rolled a 5 and an 11, so I'm like, I think that's like one success, but I didn't check. Yes, one success.
Okay. As you're kind of slowly starting to head for this controller here, right as you're about to chomp down onto it, you just see this quick flash and you just see the screen shatter as Ember lets it go. As it's dropping through, you're able to bite down onto it and yank it back if you want to. Or
Yeah.
you can bite onto Ember. Choice is yours.
Push her in the hole.
You see her hand and you see the iPad fall in almost like slow motion.
I think I want the controller. My worry is that big thing down there, if we don't control it or try to control it, bad things are going to happen. So I think I'm going to do the smart thing, grab the controller and give it to the smart person, aka Andy.
Okay. You grab the
So-
controller out of the air. Perfect.
Do I have time, like, or movement speed to like get to Andy, or how does that work?
Yeah, all out as you kind of bite down onto it and you want to start booking it back towards Andy, certainly.
Oh, if I can hack that thing onto my own.
Yeah.
All right. With that, let's go ahead and get some proper initiative
Oh my
rolls here
god,
from
that was an
everybody.
evil laugh. I'm glad that works for you. All right, what would you like us to do next?
Initiative.
Initiative. So a d12 plus your reflexes or your
plus my reflexes.
reflexes or your
Should I
perception,
go off of
whichever is higher.
slices?
If you're still in slice, yes, you would go off of slices stats.
Okay. Oops. Oh no.
Oh no.
8. Wait, is low good or bad? I think it's bad.
For
right?
initiative, it's you want higher for initiative.
Yeah, it's bad. I rolled a 1,
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay.
Good job.
so I get 8.
So 8
I'll put
for
it in chat
slice.
for
Okay. Andy, what do we got?
18.
Andy with an 18. Excellent. Goose,
Because I got
11.
good perception.
11. Okay. Nacho,
Got a 13.
13. Perfect. And Glitch,
20.
20. Excellent. All right. Glitch, our dexterous boy, you are up first. You see this tiger now has control. This iPad is currently booking it towards Andy. As you're kind of running around the corner, you see Nacho as he's kind of peeked in, got off a few shots. You see Andy kind of standing next to Nacho, firing away as the tiger's running towards Andy. The actions are yours, Glitch. What would you like to do?
I've got this fancy new energy dagger. I'd like to put it to use. So I'm running straight for Ember and try to knock her out for a couple rounds. So yeah, I'll come sprinting around the corner and like do a little twirl of the dagger, pop it in my hand, and come like charging in and like try to pop her with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a melee attack roll if you would.
Yeah, no problem. A 2 and a 3, 2 successes.
Okay. Roll that damage for me.
Let's see, that was a 2d3 you said? So,
It is 2d3 plus 2. And
so
she is stunned for
1
3 rounds, so she's
plus
last in
2.
initiative.
Perfect.
Dang, that's nice.
So 3 plus 2 is 5, plus my cyber arm gives me an additional 1d3. Hold on. 1, so 6. 6 points and she's stunned for 3 rounds.
Nice.
All right, excellent. You take the dagger, spin it through your arms, jabbing it into her. You see the blade itself doesn't fully pierce and sink down into her armor. But however, as just before you pull it out, you just let loose this burst of energy that just kind of radiates through her body. And you can see that she's definitely moving at a much slower pace at this point. With that, we are over to Andy. It is your go.
How far is LT Gray from me?
Right up on you currently.
Cool. Can I grab the controller and use my round to try and connect my own device to this controller? using hacking.
You can certainly try. As you grab the controller from the tiger, your bullet completely shattered this thing.
Like this is just an unusable thing now?
I mean, it's basically if somebody like dropped an iPhone and then ran it over several times. Like it's
okay.
It's pretty unsalvageable.
It's basically like if somebody shot a bullet through an iPhone.
Exactly.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I like through like all the back and forth. I was like, oh, is there like a separate plastic chunk that's?
Oh, there's no protective case on it. No.
Cool.
No
So I just
OtterBox.
have the I'm gonna look at it for a second, like, I can't use that. And I'm going to send another. I'm gonna take out. Can I take out a different weapon within the turn? I've only ever had one. So
It would take you your action to switch weapons.
okay, I'm keeping the pistol then.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot at Ember because I think she's who I have the best line of sight.
Okay. Go ahead, give me the firearms roll.
That is 1 success.
Okay. As
And
long as
I
you're trained,
am
you're good. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay, that is 9 endurance.
9 endurance. Excellent. Perfect. Fire away, getting a couple shots. Glitch, as you're up close, you can see Andy's bullets hit her armor. Don't quite sink in all the way from what it looks like, though. With that, Ember kind of looks back towards you, Andy, and she sees the heap that you're holding. And it's almost like all color fades from her body as her eyes go wide. And
Oh, you lose control of your experiment?
she just kind of looks down towards the sinkhole, and you just hear this guttural screech that echoes out of the tunnel, radiating through the warehouse.
Good thing my guys aren't the closest.
And with that, as you're kind of looking towards the tunnel, you just see the light kind of slowly fade away as this heaping mass begins to engulf it, as it comes slowly sliding and meandering its way up out of the tunnel. From what you can tell, its head is just starting to crest out of this thing. With that,
Wild card.
we are over to Amber's last now. Nacho, it is your go.
Okay. Oh boy, yeah, this looks great. Can I see the slime head peeking up out of the deal?
Oh yeah, you can see it definitely as the skull slowly starts to crest out of the sinkhole.
That's nasty. Yeah. I want to kick Ember in the hole, but I also don't want to die. I'm gonna shoot Boulder again. That seems like
Okay.
I should do
Give
that
me a
until
firearms
he's
roll
down.
if you would.
That is 1 success, and I am true.
Okay, give me the damage.
Damage. Oh, sorry, I was bursting on this one, so I needed 3 ammo. That is 4.
All
4
right.
endurance.
You start firing away towards Boulder. His back is currently towards you as he is currently focused on this thing that's climbing out of this hole in front of him. Your bullets hit his back. Doesn't appear to flinch at all. And
Big numbers for armor.
Okay.
you see him as his right thigh kind of pops open, and he reaches in and he pulls out a pistol.
Yeah, he does.
And he just kind of slowly turns towards you, Nacho. Pistol up. He's firing towards you.
Wave.
That is a 1 and a 3 for him, which is good news for me. So you are going to go ahead and take some damage. You are going to go ahead and take 6 points to your endurance. Go ahead and roll your armor for me, though.
Okay, so it's a 1d3 plus 1, so that is 2 total.
Okay, so 4 points of endurance damage as the bullets kind of come screaming towards you, ripping through your armor and starting to sink down into your skin. With that, we are going on to Goose. It is your go.
Did I lose any of the armor tolerance from the fall?
No, you're good.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm keeping track of that. Who is closest to me?
Yeah.
Which baddie?
You're still on the side of the building. You would have to run around the corner because.
Oh, I'm not even in the action yet.
You hear
I guess
gunshots echoing. You heard this guttural screech, but you can't see shit from where you're at currently, Goose.
Awesome. Is there a window?
Just on the roof.
This ground level.
Just on the roof.
Just
not
okay.
where you can see. You would have
I'll get up using my shotgun as like a cane almost to prop myself up, and then I'll do that running limp thing.
All right.
Around.
You go right around the corner. You see Nacho and Andy. You see Slice standing there. You just hear gunshots echoing out of this building. So it will take your turn to get all the way around over to where the action's at currently. With that, Slice, it is your go.
All right, Slice brings over the controller to Andy, and then not sure. Slice wants to get close to that big thing because that sounds scary. What do we see Boneface doing? Not necessarily.
As the controller fell out of Ember's hand and Boulder took a few shots, Boneface kind of let the two of them go. And he now sees this large creature cresting. He rolled very poorly, so he has not had a chance to move yet. So he's just kind of staring down at this thing.
They try to drag Boneface up.
If you want to have Slice kind of start tugging at Boneface, you certainly can.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a lift check here with your tiger. It's going to be a brawn.
Is that brawn?
Yeah.
I have athletics.
All right, we got throwing, lifting. All that's left is swimming.
Yeah. Lift is its own a whole other thing.
And here I thought they were a waste, and I'm getting them all in the last episode.
See? Oh no.
Oh no.
Something good happened, right?
12s.
Oh no.
Just like
I'm rolling so
You're like tugging at the base of his trench coat, and he's just dead weight standing there, just eyes wide, staring at this thing walking towards him. It is his go.
I think Slice, not Slice, but Slice and probably Sable are both just a little freaked out when we get to see this thing up closer too. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, it's almost like you freeze in fear and awe.
Yeah, you freeze. Yeah.
And as you approach, you get just this massive stench of death and rotten flesh pouring off this creature.
Oh yeah, if it's stinky, I don't like that either.
And Boneface just kind of drops his arms to his side and just goes, "It's okay, Kitty. You can save yourself. Go."
oh.
BF, no.
Well, now I have to save him.
And you see him reach into his pocket that's got the grenades. And he pulls one out. And he kind of just pulls the pin and just tosses it down into the sinkhole behind this creature.
Cool.
Not wasted. Yep.
Let's see.
It wasn't used on us. It's a win.
Okay. And you all just see this massive explosion kind of come from the base of this creature's feet right behind it, as it just kind of shrieks out in pain as its entire back just gets engulfed by this quick flash of flame. The creature's definitely taken a nice hit off of that. And Boneface is just kind of standing there. And you see him open up the other side of his trench coat, and you see him pull out another bottle of clear look, and he pops it open and just goes to start taking another hit off of it.
Oh.
With that, we are back to the top. Nope, I lied. Ember finally gets her go. Ember staring.
Has it been
at
3
this
rounds
creature.
already?
She just goes last.
No,
in the order.
it's yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And you see Ember as her forearm once again just pops open, and she reaches in and pulls out that foldable katana. As she just flings it open, the blade unfurls. And you see her just kind of take it, and she's staring down at this creature. And without even looking, she just swings her arm hard to the right, cutting into Boneface. Okay. Oof. Alright. As she's kind of slicing through, you see a bit of Boneface's trench coat kind of fall to the ground, and you can see some of his flesh gets revealed as it slices right through his armor. And you can see just a nice gash go across his side. That is it for her go. We are on to top of the round with Glitch. Actions for you.
Boulder was coming out of the pit, trying to get away from the monster.
He's still at the edge of the pit, currently turned around facing Nacho.
Oh, turned around facing Nacho.
But he has not moved away from the pit.
I would love to go Sparta kick him into the pit.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Give me a brawl check here, if you would.
Oh, I would love to do that. I mean, I don't even know why I roll. I just have to roll under a 9. So.
Oh wow, good for you.
I got a 7 and a 4. We're good.
Excellent. Yeah,
good.
He got a critical fail for his defense. So.
Excellent.
Glitch, what does it look like as you're kicking Boulder here into this pit?
Yeah, totally. So I just like stabbed, this bitch with this energy dagger, and see this guy coming out and shooting at my buddy, and I ain't having any of that. So feeling like she's dealt with at least momentarily, and thinking that the vampire probably needs a tasty meal, I'll just like, haka yell and charge at the dude, and just throw my whole body, foot, 300 style into the pit.
Excellent.
You kick the boulder down the hill.
Kick the boulder down the hill, absolutely.
And you all just see Glitch's massive boot hit squarely in Boulder's chest. And Glitch, you definitely hear like all the wind just leave his lungs as he drops his pistol to the ground and just stumbles backwards, landing prone right in front of this creature.
Fantastic.
And you see the creature as its head just kind of slowly looks down at what just fell in front of it, and you just see its arms start reaching down towards this poor bastard down in the pit.
Excellent.
Not bad.
But
It's like, finally I get to rip something apart.
we're over to Andy. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Excellent. Andy's going to be like, now that Ember has looked at her and then turned away again, it's going to go ahead and give her another pop.
Okay, give me a firearms.
Because I ain't getting close to that shit. I've got basically no armor. That is 2 successes.
Okay, give me the damage.
Die. That is 14.
Okay.
Wow.
Excellent.
I maxed that one.
All right. With that, we're on to the Norl, who, Glitch, you just see, as it looks like Boulder, slightly dazed for a moment, slowly starts coming to. And he just kind of stares up. You see his eyes go wide as he tries to say something, but you just see these massive arms start reaching down and just tearing into his flesh, to where you hear his ribcage just cracking as he is just ripping this guy apart like it is nothing.
Yeah, so that's what that looks like.
And you see one of the arms kind of just scoop up some of the organs, just kind of lift them up towards its skull as his fangs pierce down into them.
Love that.
Great.
With that is what he is doing. He's just having a nice little snacky snack.
This one's taken care of.
Nacho.
Check.
It is your go.
Is the boulder yelling pretty loud as he's being ripped apart, or what's his volume?
It very, very briefly, you heard just almost like a high-pitched squeal before, you just hear the sound of crunching bones. And from what you can see that his lungs were ripped out almost immediately, so there was really no opportunity to get any type of noise out.
Let's all not get near it.
I don't love what I'm
Yeah, no thanks. It just one shot at that guy. Isn't Boulder like a big dude too?
Big beefy man.
Nacho, it is your go.
hearing. Yeah, how many rounds is that dude gonna have to eat Boulder? It's gonna be a while. It's pretty big. Yeah, I mean, I just shift my attention to Ember because right there, and I'm not getting near that hole ever. I don't, the bone crunching, I just kind of like mutter under my breath. I don't like what I'm hearing. And then just shoot at her, and that is 2 successes.
Okay, perfect. Give me your damage.
And for that, 3d12. That is a. I like that one. 13.
13. Excellent. Okay.
3 more bullets.
Perfect. With that, Boulder's dead, so Goose, we are on to you. You're finally up seeing the action. As you round the corner, you just hear Boulder being torn apart. Sorry, Nacho?
No, I was shot Ember, not B. But did he just die?
Boulder's
From
gone.
the
Yeah,
thing.
Boulder's completely.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. As Goose approaches, he just hears Boulder being ripped apart, but your shots did go through on Ember, yes.
Okay. I was confused.
No worries. You're good. Goose, action for you.
I see all this and I turn around and I go home. No, I'm just kidding. So it's just Ember, right? That's all that's.
You see
It's Ember and the
And
creature.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
mind the
big
big
thing.
monster. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Which I gave
How
the
far away
controller
am I
to Andy.
from Ember?
Ember, she's probably about 30 or so feet in front of you in the warehouse. As
That
you're looking in, you can
close?
see her back is to you. You see the creature coming out, and you see that she's got a blade currently just sliced through Boneface.
Oh Jesus! I run and push her. Is that one action?
You want to move up and try to push her in?
Yes.
I'll allow it. Go ahead, give me a brawl check here if you would.
Brawl.
Come on, Goose.
That is under Brawn, I imagine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, got a 1.
Our tactic is just get really close to ledges and push people into them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's a very Spartan.
It's a very solid playbook. I like what we're running.
You go charging in towards Ember. You get right up on her. And what does it look like as you go to knock her down into this hole?
I'm gonna do one of those like where you push someone, but you like put your foot in front of their feet first, so you make them trip over your foot.
All right, you plant your foot down, shoving them in, and Ember is just like, what the oh shit, and just falls face first down into this pit, rolling across the rubble, directly in front of this creature. With that, we are over to Slice. It is your go.
Looks like our contract's back open, bitch.
Can Slice try another time to kind of pull Boneface out of there? Because we gotta get out of that
Oh yeah,
hole.
yeah, absolutely. Give me another lift check here if you would.
Oh my god. How about not 2 12s?
Ideally.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. That looks more like 1 success.
One success. Okay, excellent. You go over and you start tugging on Boneface's coat once again, and he kind of just goes looks back, just all right, okay, it's fine. I'll back up. I get it. Thank you, Kitty. And you start tugging him, and he starts pulling back with you.
Well, we want to end up like that guy down there that just got sliced open.
Right.
I don't know if I would consider that slice. It's just like a weird cat noise.
And Boneface just like stared down, like super confused at you. Just what the? Oh boy. So I might need to take you to vet after this. Get you checked out properly. Okay. Let's see. And he reaches into his pocket once again, pulling out the other grenade, and just pulls the pin.
Excellent.
And just kind of looks down towards Ember as he's kind of getting pulled back. So like, oh,
Yes.
well, whoops, it slipped. I'm so sorry. And you see the grenade just go rolling down into the pit, and it lands squarely on Ember's chest. And
She throws it back, and we all die.
You all just see
Not me. I'm further back.
a bright flash of flame and this loud explosion echo throughout this warehouse. And the creature's still standing there.
Oh no.
Just as it kind of reels back for a moment, just kind of snaps its head back down, just kind of taking in its surroundings. You see bits of Ember go flying about the room. That grenade basically shredded her pieces. There's not much left of her at this point.
Oops.
You're introducing him to cooked food.
With that, we're
It's
back
the
to
next
top
stage of
the
development.
round.
This is where they got nuggets.
Back to the top of the round with Glitch. You just saw Ember get annihilated in front of you. This creature has these lungs that are kind of just hanging off of its fangs, and its head is kind of now focused towards you as you're now the closest person to it. Actions are yours. What would you like to do, Glitch?
Did the grenade destroy the hole or surrounding area at all, or are we still
It kind of collapsed it in a little bit, but there's still enough room for this creature
to get out?
to get out.
And it doesn't appear that there's like any convenient garage door hatch mechanical thing to seal this area off.
Not that you can see. No, you got the two main rolling doors at the front of the building that you can try to run to and close those off.
Those awesome aluminum doors.
Yeah,
Those would be
exactly.
great.
It would not hold this thing in for long.
Cool. Cool.
I will say
alright.
though that the grenades do appear to have singed it quite a bit to where you can tell it felt them for sure.
Totally.
Also,
Yeah.
how tall did you say this thing was? Like 9 feet
It's
tall
like
or something?
9 feet. Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, it probably could just climb out the top too.
Okay. Well, so yeah, standing near the top of the hole, seeing this thing coming, I'm gonna pop open my cyber arm, and the little machine gun pops up, and I'm gonna lay down some suppression fire as I yell out to everybody else, like, "Okay, those two are down. It's just this thing back. Time to go. I'll hold him off." As I start spraying bullets into him.
Okay, give me that firearms roll if you would.
Ooh, that is an 11 and a 12. I need a... I can't get there. No, that's 2 fails.
Okay. As you're kind of just spraying down bullets into this hole, you're just kind of shooting around as you're still kind of reeling back from the explosion of the grenade as you were kind of right up on there. Your ears are slightly ringing, your vision's slightly blurry as you're just firing down away as much as you can. Andy, it is your go.
Can Andy see the Norl?
Oh yeah, you can see it at this point as,
Okay.
as it's coming up out of the hole. You see Glitch just kind of firing wildly down at it. What would you like to do?
Kind of echoing what Glitch said, like, "Yep, this looks like a doozy, but we can just..." And I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, give me a firearms check.
Oh, thank God, that was almost a 12. Oh, that gave me anxiety. That is 2 successes.
2 successes.
It
okay.
went from a 12 to a 6.
Perfect. Roll that damage for me.
That is 8 damage.
Okay. Excellent. This creature now.
And I'm moving backwards as far as I can.
Yeah. The creature
Right.
now coming to the top of the sinkhole. It sees you, Glitch, as you're firing away towards it. As it kind of starts to kind of just pop itself out and just starts towering over you, you see bits of its flesh just kind of melting and slopping off of its body. As you see its 2 arms just kind of reach up and swipe down towards you.
Sick.
Go ahead and roll your armor for me there, buddy.
2d3. Okay, I got a 1 and a 3, 4.
Okay. You are going to take 5 points still of
Okay.
endurance damage as this creature's arms just kind of grab around you and almost starts to like squeeze down on your rib cage, almost like it's just trying to crush you. That is its go, though. We are on to Nacho. What would you like to do?
Call an Uber. I'm out.
Just go with Lyft.
No, but I do wonder, have I gotten a notification yet? Like, how's the like check my order on the flamethrower that may or may not be coming?
You get a response back that just says, I think I sent it to the wrong warehouse. I'll get another one out ASAP.
Oh no! Steven!
My B.
Creepy.
Steven,
My
you
B. Only
gunmonger.
life or death, bro.
Anyway, I will burst and shot this this lovely creature that is
Okay.
trying to rip my friend apart. That is enough. That is enough of a success.
Okay.
And then 2d12 and reroll. I think I'm gonna reroll. That's 21.
21. Excellent. Okay. With that, over to... I know how numbers work. Goose, it is your go.
I see what's happening to Glitch because I'm right there too.
Oh yeah, you are seeing
I'm
this
gonna-
firsthand. You see...
I'm gonna take out my my boot knife, my trusty boot knife. I'm gonna go to stab it in its hand things, whatever it's using to grab.
Oh yeah, it's got hands kind of protruding out of where you would assume its rib cage is at.
These
And
things
it's
are
just
nasty
currently
looking.
squeezing down on the Glitch. You pull out your trusty boot knife and you're just gonna try to stab the hand?
Drop it!
Give me a melee weapons check here if you would.
Use your screwdriver. Your screwdriver
Your
fingers.
screw
Got
fingers.
a 1 and a 12.
Oh.
That
Oh.
evens out, right?
Are
How does
you,
that work?
Are you skilled in melee
2
weapons?
6s.
No.
No? All right.
Oddly, no. Oh wait, no, I am. I was looking at the wrong spot.
Okay, because even Andy's skilled in melee.
Yeah, you're good. You're okay then. You got a critical
I don't think
success.
I
You're
am.
still okay. Give me the damage on it.
It's not much. 6.
Okay, you take your boot knife and you go to stab into this creature's hand, and your rusty old knife won't even break this creature's flesh. As you kind of just poke into it, and for a second, its head kind of, the skull just kind of slops its way around this mound, just kind of looks towards you. And even though it's just a skull of fangs, you almost get the sense that it's looking at you like, what the fuck was even that? With that, we are over to Slice. What would you like to do?
Unimpressed vampire face. Slice actually starts acting like a normal tiger as Sable comes to, and the drone in Glitch's pocket or whatever might be. I don't know how you're carrying this thing.
I
with the four
probably
guns?
left it outside, so it's probably just outside the warehouse.
Oh, okay. Well, that thing starts walking in. And it's gonna shoot
Okay.
as
excellent.
many guns as it can see. Like, it has 4 guns, but I can only shoot the ones that can see it.
Correct.
So I don't know
yeah.
how many can have ankle. Is it like 2
With
that
how
would have ankle
massive
on
this
it?
mound is, you could probably get 2 of the guns to be able to hit this creature. So you all hear
Okay,
just kind of this
like-
mechanical whirring coming from outside the warehouse as this familiar spider drone just comes crawling its way in. These 4 massive turrets affixed to the top of it as it just kind of spins and you see it target towards this creature.
2 successes.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me
Nice.
the damage on that.
All right. Now let's see if I can roll decent damage. All right, I got a 6 and an 8.
So 14 points. Okay. Excellent.
Ooh.
As this drone kind of takes its place and just starts unloading lead towards this creature, Glitch, as you're standing there, you see these bullets kind of ripping through this creature's flesh. While it's taking chunks of the flesh out, you can't quite tell if it's doing damage to this thing or not, as the flesh chunks kind of come flying out. More of the flesh from this mound just kind of melts over the wounds as quickly as the bullets pass through it.
Just like raining
Yeah,
flesh
I don't
on
think I'm
Glitch
doing
and
enough
Goose.
damage.
With
Ugh,
that,
that's so gross.
we are over to Boneface.
Well, we saw that with Diesel too, right? Like we were healing.
He was
doing
healing.
damage, but wasn't.
He was
He was
healing a little
healing.
bit, yeah.
So.
Boneface just kind of pets Slice one more time, and he kind of looks on the ground. Oh, that looks nice. And he kind of drops his gun and picks up the sword that Ember was holding before she got knocked down into the hole. Oh, let's see what this thing can do. And he starts walking over towards the Norl with the sword out. That is his.
Guys, chill as
whole
fuck.
round, though. Oh yeah, he is like profusely bleeding out the side, and just bottle in one hand, katana in the other as he's walking towards this creature. With that though, we're back to the top with Glitch. This thing is currently got its hands around your waist. Your arms are still free. What would you like to do?
So with my free arms, I'll like reach back and try to pull out the katana and like flip it around and like bring it down and like stab into the beast.
Okay, give me an attack roll with your katana.
Nice.
Let's see, what are my pluses? I get a +4. Oh wait, what am I doing right now? I'm not rolling damage.
No, melee weapons.
I'm just rolling a melee weapon. Oh, 6 and a 7.
You're rolling to see if
yeah,
you hit
I'm
first.
good.
Okay,
I
now
hit.
give me that damage.
Okay, now I'll do damage. So sorry.
No, you're fine. You're
1,
fine.
1d12 and a 1d3. And okay. So 6, 7, 8 plus 4, 12.
12 damage. Okay, excellent. What the frick did I? Okay. Math is fun, y'all. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Taking your katana out, slicing down, just kind of trying to crack into this thing's skull and just make connection wherever you can. You're definitely hitting things. Your blade is almost like it's almost
Slicing
like you're
through
cutting
bubble gum.
through like a wad of just chewed up gum.
Yeah, sick.
With that though, we are on to Andy. What would you like to do?
Watching how all of our weapons seem to be, not the most of effectiveness, was gonna once again just desperately pick up that controller and see if she managed to not shoot the SIM card.
Okay, sorry, one more time.
Yeah.
Like if there's a SIM card still on, like the device itself is unusable, obviously.
Correct, yes.
But if there is a SIM card that I can transfer.
As you're kind of looking at this device, while the screen is shattered, you take some time to kind of peel away a bit of the glass. And you can see some of the inner workings are still connected. And you do see a SIM card in there.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get that connected into my device.
Okay, you take the SIM card out, connect it in. Give me a hacking check here if you would.
Yep. Easy.
Okay, we will come back to that. Right now, it is the Norl's go.
Nice.
Norl
Hell
is
yeah.
going to continue just crushing down onto you, Glitch.
I can take it. Better me than anybody else.
Yeah, that first hit would have taken me almost all the way out.
So you are going to take 9 more points of endurance.
Do I
damage.
roll any armor stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me your armor if you would still.
3 and a 3. 6.
6, okay. You take 3 points of endurance damage. As
Fine.
this thing is just
Are you
squeezing
okay?
down on your rib cage.
I'm not yet half.
Seriously?
Damn.
I would be like dead.
Yeah,
like
dead.
3 times over dead.
I'm 17 of 30.
Okay,
Holy
good to
shit.
Good to know.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm right there with you.
Crazy.
All right, with that, we are over
I have
to
15 total.
I have 6.
I'm
love
a
it.
beefy boy.
Nacho, it is your go.
I have 23. Yeah, I really like the results I've been getting here. And I think we're
That's why
Yeah, at
I'm
this
hiding in
point-
the car.
trying to buy Dr. Andy as much time she needs here. So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at this fella.
Okay.
or whatever it is.
Go ahead and give me a roll if you would.
Ooh,
Firearms.
yeah, those both succeeded, and then endurance damage is gonna be. I'm sorry. Oh, my Atlanta. That's why I like the burst. It is 22. 20. Wait, those and that number 23.
Ooh,
Okay, no worries.
dang, bruh.
Excellent. With that, we are down to Goose.
Running out of bullets.
It steals
Did
some
this
from
does this
one of the
thing
drone
stand?
clips.
You said 9 feet tall, like
9
while
feet
it's in the
tall, yeah.
hole, or
No, it's out of the hole entirely now. At this point.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
come out.
all right. I'm gonna do something bold here. I want to jump on its back to get to its head. Does it have like an eye type?
There's no eye. It's
Or-
just like a human skull with fangs. There, you can,
Oh,
if you want to try.
I'm
to
still
get
jumping
its
on the back.
and, like, you can certainly get your fingers in the sockets if you want to try.
Yeah, we'll do that. Not put my fingers. I want to try to jump on its back and get to its head. That's really gross.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You start climbing up to its head. Give me a brawl check here, if you would.
It's a little creepy.
Mm-hmm.
That's success. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You climb up onto this creature's back, and that is where we will hold you for right now. With that, we are over to Sable. Your action.
All right. I'm going to try again just to shoot at it because I feel like that's kind of the best option I have here.
Okay. Firearm roll.
It's not firearm, it's pilot
Right,
drone.
yeah.
One
Myself
success.
in a bad spot.
1 success. Okay. Give me the damage.
And that will be 7 damage. And
Oh.
then can Slice also act?
Yeah, I'll allow Slice to act as well.
Separately. I think Slice will go over and try to like nom. Can it grab like one of the arms and try to like make it so it can't use one of the arms that it has?
It can certainly try.
Yeah.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah,
No,
give me a brawl check
Don't
here
get Slice
for
killed.
Slice.
No, he has like she has like a lock on it with its jaw, and then any damage that it does beyond that like automatically passes through. So we'll see if that can happen. 4 and a 2. I think that's 2 successes. Yes.
All right, yeah, Slice goes running over, chomping down, and just locking her jaw in place as it slowly tries to start pulling one of the arms away from Glitch.
And that will be 9 damage.
9 damage, excellent.
And the lock on
Okay, perfect.
occurs.
With that, we are on to Boneface. He's got the katana out. He just kind of goes walking up towards this creature. He's just going to take a swing. That's 2 failures on Boneface's part. As he kind of goes walking over, katana out. As he kind of raises it up, you see him kind of stop for a moment and just grip his side. And oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
A
All right.
little overzealous
This
there.
one hurts a bit. Okay.
That's amazing.
You got this, team. Go Goose.
It
With
looks
that,
like
we are
it stings.
back up to Glitch. Glitch, one of the arms is currently being pulled off of you. What would you like to do?
Still one holding me though, yeah?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so like kind of still just being stuck there and like feeling my sword like in this goo. I'll just kind of like and start like plunging it. You
Okay,
know,
just
like,
gonna
just kind of like
stabbing manacles
move it,
into this thing,
yeah,
okay.
move it around.
Give me an
Yeah.
attack roll here if you would.
Like churning butter.
You're turning super thick butter right now.
Oh,
Two nat ones. Two nat
Excellent.
ones
Give
for
me
that
that
churning
damage.
butter.
Give me that damage. With the help of Slice, you find your momentum
10,
and just
11,
start
12,
churning
13,
hard.
14, 15, 16, 17. 17 total.
17 total, okay. Excellent. With that, Andy, with your hacking check, you start plugging in, and as the SIM card kind of connects into your own wiring, you see a screen pop up in front of your eyes, and it appears to have a dial on it that you could kind of touch and start turning if you want to.
I'm assuming I can see it's like turned up at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it down.
Okay, you start turning it down. Glitch and Slice, they can both see the bracelets on this creature start to light up, illuminating just this bright blue glow. And as that happens, it's going to take a bit of damage here. Okay. You see almost this pulse of energy kind of shot through it as it releases you, Glitch. And you can just hear it kind of shriek out in pain. It's still standing, but that seems to have done something to it. With that, it is its go. Goose, you're currently on its back, and you see its one free arm that just released Glitch almost start moving through this fleshy mound towards you. It's going to go ahead and make some attacks towards
awesome.
you. Oh boy. Goose, go ahead and roll your armor for me here, buddy.
I don't like that. Oh boy.
He looked excited about it though.
3.
3? Okay. So you're still going to take 22 points of endurance damage.
Oh, well,
And
it's been an honor.
And 6 points to your pressure. Are you done?
I am.
Armor? Do you have armor?
That's
yeah,
that was with the armor protection.
Oh,
As
damn.
you see this arm reach up, grabbing onto Goose's skull. Goose, are there any last words that you would like to say as his hand reaches around, grabbing onto the back of your head here?
Gonna look over at the crew. I'm gonna yell, "Take care of the van!"
And with that, you see this hand just completely engulf Goose's face as these nails kind of elongate out of his hand, piercing through Goose's skull, as it just used one of its fun abilities.
Oh shit.
And you see, as the nails pierce through, it almost looks like Goose gets turned into a bit of a husk, as all of his color and blood is just drained out of his body.
What?
And as he lets go, Goose's just this thin husk falls onto the ground of the warehouse.
Bye, everybody.
With that, we are over to Norl just went. Nacho, it is your go. What would you like to do?
What, Goose? Cry. I would like to cry. No.
What's a free
Roll
action?
for tears.
Yeah.
Crying is a free
What?
action.
There's just the one right here. Time for more later. Before that, I look and I think I see what's going on with Slice first, because I did want to yell, "No, Slice, don't touch that." But then I quickly see what happens with Goose, and then I become enraged, but not like big and shouty. It's very quiet and internal, and maybe like my hand quivers just a little bit as I shoot at this big gross boy.
Okay.
One more time. How many am I down to? Oh, it's not a lot. 2 successes and 1 is a 1. What does the 1 do? Anything?
There is some success, I believe.
Oh, really? Because I got 2 nat 1s last round.
I could be entirely wrong, but I think that you should be
On
able
the
to
same
do some
roll?
extra damage
Yeah.
to it.
On a Wednesday?
So, we're getting a little late here. I'll just say it does an extra D3 of damage. So Glitch, go ahead and roll me an extra D3 that we'll add on here.
Sure, I'll take it. 1.
Okay, perfect.
That one was enough, and Goose is now saved.
Yeah.
Everything counts. Okay.
Give
So,
me that damage, Nacho.
okay, so then that is. That was worse. 13, and then I add the D3, which is 3, so 5, 16 total.
Excellent, okay. With that, we are on to... sadly, Goose is gone. Sable and Slice, Actions are yours.
I had such good plans.
Sorry, Nacho.
15, not 16.
Okay, no
Sorry.
worries. Thank you.
I think Sable definitely has a good here as well, and vengeance ensues. More drone shots.
Okay, give me those attack rolls.
Hitting the button very hard. 2 successes.
Okay, excellent.
Mm, 7 and 9.
And with that, Sable, what does it look like as these bullets rip through the air, taking down this creature?
Oh
So
man.
close.
A little too late.
It's still like big and beefy, right?
It's still massive. You see Goose's husk falling to the floor. You've got Slice, who's got one arm in her mouth as she's kind of pulling it away from Glitch. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I feel like she kind of maneuvers the drone in a way that like isn't normally how it works, and she just kind of spins it so like both shots almost line up perfectly together, and it goes right in the center and just like puts a hole straight through it.
Excellent. And as the bullets pierce through, Glitch, you get a front row view of this as it's almost like popping a nasty blood blister on this creature's stomach. As the bullets tear through, and you just see this flesh just kind of slop down onto the ground and just starts pooling in blood as this creature just kind of
Spaghettios.
slowly starts letting out its last bit of air, as you just see it kind of sway back and forth before collapsing back down into the sinkhole.
Upload that to that weird part of TikTok. Those explode zits and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, all
yeah.
too well.
And
Unfortunately.
you see Boneface kind of drops the katana and just pulls out his bottle, takes a hit, and then just pours a little bit out next to Goose. Rest in peace, friend.
Aislinn knows how futile this is, but Andy is going to run forward, pulling out like a blood transfusion pack and both of the pills that we had found.
Oh dear.
Is going to crush them, put them into the blood, and jab the needle into Goose.
Oh dear.
Making a zombie.
We have a second round monster.
Give me-
It's Goose.
Yeah.
Give me a medical check here when you would.
Goose is the big bad.
Because Andy saw whatever experiments they were doing brought someone back.
I am the season 2 villain.
2 successes.
Goose.
Alright. As you're crushing up these pills and almost just making a makeshift IV with this blood, jamming it in to Goose's veins, it takes a few
And I'll
moments.
even add in my taser finger to like try and kickstart his heart.
All right, you all see Andy with her makeshift medical devices out, just trying everything she can to pump some life back into Goose. While this is taking place, Nacho, Glitch, Sable, any actions from the three of you?
Sable will get out of the vehicle and head in. I have a little bit of medical background as well, so I can assist.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. If you want to give me a medical check as well.
I think in a rage, I'm like just standing over the bits of goo, like unloading every clip of ammo I have into bits of goo, just like Goose.
1 success.
Okay. And Nacho, anything from you at this time?
I go over and put my hand on Glitch's shoulder. And just kind of like firm grip. I go, I get it. But right now, let's maybe watch the door so no one sneaks up on us.
All right. And with that, Andy and Sable both trying to pump this mixture into Goose, trying to kickstart his heart. As the moments go by, there's no reaction. You can see as you're kind of almost flustered doing this, your focus kind of comes back to you and you're kind of looking over, and you can see that you are literally just looking at a skeletal husk with some skin hanging off of it at this point. There's not much left.
Sable puts her hand on Andy's shoulder if she'll allow, and just, or maybe her hands, like whatever you're doing frantically, and just tries to like put her hands on you to like calm you and be like,
I don't think we're gonna be able to save him this time, Andy.
She kind of, her hands are entirely shaking. They still shaking, like stop what they're doing. And she's gonna look up at Glitch and at Nacho. Very much like purposeful to each of them. Stand up and walk over towards Boneface, and I'm digging my the front of the pistol into his wound.
Okay, whoa, Doc, what is the reason for this? Come on, we don't need to be doing this now.
I think we do need to be doing this now.
No reason, no. Okay.
Oh, you mean no reason? Like how you obviously knew Ember and you knew what the fuck she was up with. You sent all of us on a suicide mission.
No. Look. Yes, Boneface knew Ember. Okay, you could, how you say we were ex-lovers. But look, we had bad falling out, alright? Yes, Boneface was aware of experiment, and perhaps Boneface should have told you. But truly, Boneface...
You mean how you sent my friends to this exact warehouse, and then sent all of us conveniently to Ember. And then you just show up here with her. Buddies.
Again, not buddies at all. Boneface was on your side. Did you not see Ember stab me?
Oh, we did. But Kitty over there tells the full story.
Look, just Boneface thought you were capable a lot. There were some things Boneface had to keep hush-hush, okay? Truly. Boneface has no grudge against any of you. Boneface doesn't want anything out of this. I just wanted Ember dead, alright? If we accomplish, Boneface will pay you. Alright?
And why should we believe your sketchy-ass bullshit?
I mean, you saw yourself there was hit out on Boneface.
Yeah.
It was matter.
Congrats.
It was game of how you say moose and squirrel. One of us kills the other first.
Yes.
Oh, you know that old game.
I don't think that's how that biome works at all.
Then why would she let you get anywhere the fuck near this? Seeing as you were part of this plan to take down Gaia.
Okay, look, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Install your own government. I'm sure you were planning on betraying her. I have no doubts that you had a different long game.
But look, if Boneface were to become governor, Boneface could, make life very good for you five. Yes?
Yeah.
Four.
And you would become governor in what sort of way? How many people would end up exactly like Goose?
Look, Boneface did not want to... Boneface would never intentionally kill innocents, but let's be real here. You all know what you were walking into, alright? It's a shame that Goose is dead.
Oh no,
yes,
we did.
Very much
But
so.
the innocents wouldn't.
But-
Especially if you, I'm assuming, were planning on following along with Ember's plan here, using that monstrosity.
No, not at all, okay? Boneface was hoping to seal monstrosity down there, but, somebody came through and broke the damn controller, so it got loose.
Sorry to interrupt, but real quick, how many more of those things are there? Do you know, Boneface?
I honestly don't know how deep vampire societies run. As you've seen, there are many Vril who live amongst the citizens. there are plenty more, I'm sure, who continue to live underground. Now, to be honest, Boneface doesn't think the Vril and the Norl get along entirely. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But believe Boneface when he say, I would not release vampire into world. Okay? Boneface would not do that. Boneface was hoping that we would cut the power here, U5 would show up, clean up mess, and then we all move on happy days, right?
Yeah, I kind
Is
of
there a
looked
way
at
to
it.
tell someone's lying? Yeah.
Yeah, is there like an
Right.
insight check in
Yeah.
this? I don't know.
We're all like, I don't know if I trust what he's saying.
I have
True.
zero trust.
Yeah,
Would it
no,
be a
that's-
swimming check by chance?
Yes.
How would you like to
Could be.
swim in
Everyone better go
Boneface's-
swimming after this.
Yeah, swimming through the metaphorical.
Yeah, is that
you
a
know.
weird? What is that?
I'm sure
What
there is.
what was that, Nate?
Don't worry about it. Let me
Just
see.
waiting
I
through
know
the
there's a
deception.
deceive roll.
Like I have interrogate, I have awareness.
Go ahead, yeah.
I
If
had-
you want to give me an interrogate check if you want to.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Just roll firearms. Shoot them.
That is a crit.
That's what I'm about to roll.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is 3 successes because I critted on one of them.
Excellent.
Pissed off.
From what you can tell, he's being straightforward with you all right now. He's in pain. He's definitely shaken up. You can see that, especially knowing Boneface, he knows when he is in a very much lose-lose situation.
Mm-hmm.
He is being straight with you all right now. He does not want to die here.
It seems like we have an opportunity to take out, or at least cripple Gaia momentarily. Is that something we still want to do? 2 birds, 1 warehouse. Do it for Goose.
Do it for Goose.
Perhaps
What do we
It's a
get?
bumper sticker right there.
What do we get paid
perhaps
for that?
what we
What's
can
that?
do is work out the more partnership type situation, where Boneface help provide more details of happenings around town, and you may all act as you see fit, not as Boneface see fit, huh? You see that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you mean by 2 squirrels, 1 moose. It makes sense now. Yeah.
Exactly. Boneface is moose. You are my little squirrels. Or
I'm gonna lower the
I
pistol
am-
front,
I am your moose.
no longer stabbing him in his wound,
Oh, thank you very much, Doctor. Just call me.
and I'm gonna shock punch his face.
All right. As he's saying thank you, you just boom right in the side of his face.
with the taser finger activated, I'm just.
And you see his.
It's not
body
gonna do
just-
very much.
His body just
He's
jolts,
out.
but with where he's at, it's enough to knock him out as he falls prone onto the.
I actually miss, because it's unarmed combat and I'm shit at brawn.
You miss. Great.
I'm just distraught.
You kind of stumble past him, and Boneface just goes, "Oh, there. It's okay. We'll be all right." So.
Oh, it's like full red eyes, tears down the
Here's
cheeks.
what
Just
you do. You four,
Oh,
you do what you
no.
want here with the node. Boneface, I can set up big celebration of life for Goose at Misfit Love. We drink in his honor.
Oh, I'd like that.
Open bar.
Half off.
open for us. We need it. You owe us.
The
Open
Goose
for you,
discount.
son. Yes, one night only. Happy hour, 45 minutes. Yes, open bar.
I'll just get trashed in an hour.
Doable.
All right. So my question to you then, with the 4 of you, would you like to destroy this node of Gaia, or will you leave it alone?
We could make this our hub and like use the nodes somehow, maybe.
And can I take a look at the node? Like, what does the node even look
Yeah,
like? Is
so
it just
you
like a
head-
wire?
you
Is
head
it?
down into the sinkhole? And as you're kind of walking through, you see some LED
Here's your swimming
tubing
check.
that's just lighting up the walls. But you see these massive wire tubes running in and out of the earth, almost like tree roots. As you're making your way down through this tunnel, you see a much brighter, beautiful, like aqua blue glow illuminating. And as you're around the corner, it almost looks like just this massive clear tube that is just filled and glowing with some kind of energy, almost like a giant lava lamp down here underneath the earth. And it's got just hundreds of wires running to it. You do see a large computer panel situated right at the base of it as well.
Can I take a look into that computer panel and see if I can get into any sort of database?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a hacking check here if you want to.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what
Your
they did
birthday.
last
Your birthday.
time.
Try Goose's birthday.
Yes.
You make it through the first kind of layer of security on this thing, and it almost pops up like a digital map that shows 5 very distinguished large red dots on this map. And what you're looking at is a virtual map of all of London. And you see one red node situated underneath the warehouses, and you see 4 others scattered about the rest of the city. So it looks like you currently have a map to where all of these nodes are located.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Take just like a
That's
little
handy.
picture with my phone. Is there a way to get onto any sort of, because Gaia is an overarching AI, any sort of database of people? Specifically, I'm looking for anyone that was connected to Goose, because I'm trying to put his affairs to rest.
Yeah, you
And
want to go ahead and
take care of anybody that he would have cared about.
give me another hacking check. You're going to have a +2 to these rolls, though, as you're trying to go deeper into Gaia's security.
That's
base.
okay. I have a 9. That is a crit and a 2.
Crit
Ooh.
2.
For Goose!
Breaking through the next layer of security, you have access to every citizen of London.
God damn.
Excellent.
You start scrolling through. Goose, is that your actual name, or is that just a handle that you went by? And if it's just a handle, did you give anybody your actual name?
I think so. Gustavo.
Okay.
I think I did at the beginning.
If
Yes,
you
we'll
would
go
have
with
given
yes,
your
I
Yeah.
name
did.
to this group, Andy would know who to look for then.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Would you have told us about any family members, any...
Maybe just the person that used to run the garage, who's since passed away.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm going to see if I can clear any... I'm assuming Goose has just all kinds of traffic tickets and things like that. I'm going to make sure that all of them are settled.
Okay. Easy enough. Going through and spending some time clearing out Goose's name and his record.
I'm also going to expunge all of our records as well, but I'm starting with Goose.
Okay.
In case I get locked out, I
Sure.
want his to be.
Easy enough to do from where you're at. You're able to expunge and clean up everybody's records.
I kind of maybe when you do mine, just control all, control. You just select all. You don't have to look at them individually.
All right. So you take the time to clear out those records and do whatever else you would wish with this node.
I'm going to leave incriminating shit for Ember.
Sure.
I'm ruining her reputation.
Perfect. Excellent. You take care of all that business. Is there anything specific the rest of the group would like to do at this time?
So I don't think we should destroy this thing, because now we know where all the other ones are. And if we destroy one, Gaia's just gonna up security at all the other ones to protect their. So like, unless we can take them all out at once, or I should say until we can take them all out at once, we should just sit on this information. We have access to, I mean, we just became the best operating team in New London with
Mhm.
this kind of access and information. say we use it to our advantage. Let's turn
Make
this,
Gaia work for us.
That's right. Turn this warehouse into a garage, Gustavo's garage. Name it after Goose as a front for our real operations. I think Sable and I need a new place to stay anyway.
Yeah, I like this idea.
Okay. So you all take the time over the next few days to kind of make this large warehouse into your new home. You can
We
even-
fix the hole so it's
you
covered.
can definitely take some time to, if you want to, almost create like a large metal hatch for the hole so you can still access and go down beneath to access the node.
Nice.
I would
Their new
imagine
home.
you
I
would
like
take-
my apartment.
take kind of some of the shipping containers and turn them into almost like private makeshift bedrooms for you all.
I'll rent out my place
Yeah.
so that we have extra side income.
Perfect.
There you go. Passive income. Very smart.
Yeah.
And as the days go by, a large celebration of life in Goose's honor is held at Misfit Loves. All the signature drinks being mixed with Grey Goose vodka that evening.
Yeah. Oh.
Very classy.
And as you all toast to your fallen companion with the loud music, blaring music, the scent of weed and cotton candy filling all of your senses. While it is a time of sadness, it's also a bit of a time of relief, as it's the first time in a few days where the stress level has gone significantly lower in all of your lives. And it is here where we will go ahead and close out this adventure. Thank
Hey.
you all so much
Hey.
for this wonderfully chaotic, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Tons of fun. Before we go, I'll give you all a chance to plug yourselves once again, but a quick shout out to our wonderful sponsors of our channel here at the Initiative Order. Massive thank you to Session Zero Clothing. They create some really cool TTRPG inspired streetwear. If you use code ORDER at checkout, you can get 15% off your purchase through their store. Next up, a shout out to the wonderful creators over at Norse Foundry, artists and dice makers. If you use code TIO15 at checkout, you can get 15% off your order through them. Our next dice sponsor are the folks over at Mithril Armory, the creators of the really cool Tin D20s puzzle dice. They've had a couple successful Kickstarters as well. Check them out. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase through them. And last but not least, another wonderful dice maker, our very own Taryn Hackett, who created her wonderful store, Umbral Oculus Dice. Really stunning handmade dice sets. If you use code INITIATIVE, you get 10% off a full purchase of handmade dice through her store. If you check out Umbral Oculus' Instagram story, she just did a preview of all of her sets that are coming out soon. So check
They're
that
so
out.
pretty.
They are stunning. You will not be disappointed. I've got a couple sets myself. They are absolutely incredible. And just real quick, I want to shout out that we do have a Discord. If you want to jump in and join in on some of our stream games, please do. We would love to meet you. We run free-to-play community games. We also have a couple open calls posted currently for some upcoming projects. If you want to game with me, I've got an upcoming project after the new year. I'm going to be running some Fallout. So I'll have an open call posted for that here very, very soon. Aside from that, we've got a Power Rangers one open and a Monster Hearts one open, and lots of projects coming after the holidays. So check that out if you want to stream with us and hang out and play games and just have a good old nerdy time. With that, let's go ahead and meet our hired guns one more time, starting off with Aislinn.
Hey, I'm Aislinn, Dollar Store DM, mostly on Instagram and on YouTube. I am a crafter, mostly budget crafter because I'm cheap, but I have an inability to pick a singular hobby, so I kind of post all the things. I run a web series called The Art of Adventure, where I bring creators from around the world to play one-shots of D&D and craft awesome things for the next group. Currently dealing with the tech issue from our past Zoom recording, so that episode 19 is coming. I just need to refilm all of our battle camp.
Oof, rough.
But the game is great. So that'll be coming in probably January because it's Christmas season. And
Totally fair. Let's throw it over to Alex.
Alex, you can find me. Alex is my name, 734 on all the socials. And I've got nothing to plug. Just want to thank the initiative order. More importantly, you five for dealing with me this entire time. It was a blast.
You are fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's throw it over to Brice.
Yes, hello, and thank you as well. I'll echo what Alex just said. But yeah, I'm Brice. You can find me at Iceman at all the things. And yeah, this was great. So thanks to the initiative order, and thanks to all you guys for a lot of fun.
Thank you for taking the time. Let's throw it over to Margaret.
Hey, thank you so much for having us. This was so fun, and what a great adventure. And GG Gustavo's garage. You can find me at Margaret Krohn in all of the places. I do lots of stuff on the internet, a lot of tabletop stuff because I love adventures and using our imagination. It's so fun. I'm currently in a campaign called Grimrose Academy, and we are doing our grand finale as well this Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is super duper fun over on twitch.tv/roll4it. So hopefully you can check that out. And on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to be running a Santa RPG, which is it's a game that I made based on Made RPG, which is basically think North Pole anime.
Awesome.
It's ridiculous and super fun. And we do this every holiday season. We have a running thing, all in the same universe. So it's going to be madness. Hopefully you will come tune in and watch that as well. And yeah, I make games and video games for a living. I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, which you can find at Ashes of Creation in all the places. And it's
I'm
me.
so excited for that. It looks so dope. And
Working hard on it, man.
but certainly not least, Miguel.
Hey everybody, I'm Miguel. You can find me wherever the internet is sold at Miguel_Clasico. I have been Nacho, who I think, as the restoration of the warehouse was happening, snuck down into the node at one point, took out his knife and carved. Goose was here.
Nice.
And then scurried back up like it was nothing. You can find me this Saturday at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Central over at TTRPG's Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/TEA, like what you drink, TRPG. I will be running a session of Age of Wonder, my Masks actual play, where our delightful trio faces off against villains such as the Texas Scrambler, Croque Monsieur, and other members of they're members of Le Cuisine de Crime. Croque Monsieur is an alligator or a crocodile person.
That's great. I love masks.
He's a mod. He wears suits. He goes around on a Vespa that flies, kind of Green Goblin style. Anyways, this Saturday, check us out.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
he has a girlfriend or a love interest called Croque Madame.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank
write
you
that
all
down.
so much.
He's like,
for-
I'm gonna add that in there.
Croque Madame is superior to a Croque Monsieur as just a dish.
It's true.
As for myself, I am Nate Ridenauer, your semi-friendly forever internet DM, GM, AM, FM, whatever you want to call me. You can find me every other Sunday on the initiative order, where I'm the game master for Symbaroum. We are coming back this Sunday at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time for the continuation of our journey, the Throne of Thorns. So, beautiful dark fantasy world created by the brilliant minds over at Free League. So, yeah, check us out if you want to. If you've got the time, love to see you in chat. And I also just want to say you can catch up on all of our past episodes on our YouTube. The Initiative Order has one of those. We don't plug that enough, so hey, check out our YouTube. And truly, to my wonderful hired guns, thank you so much for volunteering your time and being a part of this journey and just completely giving in to the chaos of this system.
It was awesome. Super duper fun.
And to our wonderful
I love
viewers
everyone's
and
characters.
community members, thank you all so much. We always appreciate your support. I think that's everything I've got. So until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you all in our next adventure. Have a wonderful night.
GG.
You